welcome to the Mike Fuller Show. We're live at Walk-Ons, 4603 Phoenix. Coach, a lot of times you hear football described as a game of inches, and I guess there's probably no better example than the game we played Friday night.
Yeah, I mean, comes down to about 3 plays, and you know, you look back at it. If you would have known what was going to happen before you made some decisions, might have kicked a field goal or two and would have made the difference. But we were running the football so well, and just a lot of confidence in our guys, and out of the 3 plays, I really feel like 2 of them we just got a bad spot, because I really feel like Ty was across both times, and once it's done, it's done. But it sure is hard. It's hard to take when you feel like you got what you needed to get, and then when you watch it on film and you really kind of see what you got, and just so it's it's a bad feeling, because you're sitting there at 2 minutes and whatever it was, and you make that first down, game over.
It's over.
You beat the number 2 team in the state. Your kids have played great. The entire football game defensively played outstanding. I mean, just do the things you got to do to win the game, and then the ball's not put where you think it ought to be, and then we got to stop them, and we didn't do it.
Well, you're right. They had used up all their timeouts, and the field goal at that point does you no good. I mean, you've got to try to get the first down. I agree, and you don't want to start blaming referees. I get it, but it sure looked like the spot was in the wrong place. That was the second time that night that I felt like we got a bad spot. Again, if we get a good spot, you run the clock out, game's over. And Conway is at least the second best team in the state. Now, they played Bryant the last game of the year. I would not be surprised at all if they beat Bryant. That's a very, very good football team, and our kids played their heart out. I hurt for them just like you did at the end of that game, because if anybody deserved to win a football game playing like that, it was the Northside Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you play the entire game, and you go back and you look at things, and defensively they had 2 plays where they had about 80 of their or 90 of their 120 yards rushing. So we held them to about 34 yards rushing the entire game, and the same thing throwing the ball. I mean, our kids, we changed our defense up a little bit. They executed it great. Offensively, we didn't throw as much as what we should have, but again, we had several pass plays called, and they either got pressure or Walker didn't feel comfortable throwing the ball. So we rushed for almost 300 yards. And so, again, it's 21-17 with right at 2 minutes to go, and you got to make one play, and the game's over. And you're sitting there feeling that, and then all of a sudden it goes the other way, and they go down and score, and it hurt. It hurt our kids, hurt our coaches. I'm sure it hurt our fans, our announcers. So it's just tough, but it's part of it. It's what I've tried to tell them. We've played 2 really, really good football teams. We've been right there with them. Now we're fixing to play a third really good football team.
Well, we're 5-2, 2-2 in the conference. As you said, our losses are against Bryant and Conway, 2 best teams in the state. And the start of the Conway game was real similar to me as the start of the Bryant game. They scored first. It didn't faze us.
No.
X made a great interception to stop their second drive, and then we ended up Massey took it in for the touchdown to tie it up.
And we helped them on the first drive. We had a bad snap on the punt.
Yeah.
It gave them great field position, and what people don't see is that we had them 3rd and long, and we didn't cover the back out of the backfield like we're supposed to. And had we done it there, we'd probably hold them to a field goal right there, or they may not even score. So, I mean, I keep going back to how well our kids played and the effort and the things that Coach Curry and Coach Solly and those guys changed to give us that ability to do that. So it's just, again, it's one of those things that's hard to get out of your stomach. It's been a long week. We need to play and hopefully get a win and get that out of our taste buds.
Well, they end up missing a field goal. Yeah. We go on an 80-yard drive. That's one of the best drives of the year, to punch that in, to actually take a lead. And then they scored right before half, I think, on 3 or 4 plays to tie it up at 14.
Yeah. They muddle huddled on the sideline, ran out real quick, and ran a little trick reverse, and we had it played. The guy just made a great cut back against the grain. All our guys that pursued overran it, and he ran behind it, and a big play for them. But again, just one of those things when you talk about, like you said, game of inches. This was truly what it was.
So it was 14-14 at half. Come out in the third quarter. There's no score in the third quarter, but there was a muff punt by Traylon McClure, their punt returner. Zion picked it up, runs it in for a touchdown, an apparent touchdown, and I didn't realize that you can't advance that, but it is our ball. And, but Coach, we missed a 36-yard field goal, and again, by inches. How important would that have been? Do you look back now if we make that field goal?
I mean, when you look, obviously points were at a premium.
Yeah.
Both defenses. That's how I believe football is supposed to be played.
Yeah.
You play great defense, and your offense just doesn't mess up, keep coming, and so points are important. And we had an opportunity right there to to make the field goal and take the lead back, or tie.
Yeah.
I think that would have tied it up. I can't remember now. Either 17-17, or we'd have been up 17-14.
We'd have been up 17-14.
So and then maybe again I go back to, everybody remembers the last drive where we had third and 1 and 4th and 1. But the drive before that, we had 4th and 1 on about their 16. And, and that's the spot that was really
that was
not good. But if I would have known what was going to happen, kick a field goal there, it's 24-17. They scored. We all forget. They missed their extra point.
Yeah, that's exactly
we
right.
win the game 24-23.
Right.
But, you don't have a crystal ball. You can't do it. You go on your judgment. Again, not knowing if I did it again and didn't know, I probably would do the same thing. I mean, I felt really good about our guys and what they were doing and the confidence they were playing with. I mean, they just busted one right up the pipe with Ty for about 40. So, we had very few negative yardage plays. Matter of fact, we had very few less than 1 yard plays. And all of a sudden, we have 3 of them on 3 that matter the most.
Team was a good rushing team coming into Northside. You hold them to 124 yards rushing. 96 of that was from Boogie Carr.
Yeah. Good player.
Good player. You held him under 100. I know that that's always the goal on a good back. Try to hold him under 100. We did that. Manny Smith, he was really not a factor in the game, and he's a very good football player. He's the one that hit us for the reverse. But he got hurt in the fourth quarter, and it was good to see that he walked off under his own power. But, boy, X took his legs out from under him, and he hit hard. And that was the interception that Puma Savoy got that got us in position to try to get those last points. So you go back and look at the game defensively, we held a high-powered team down. They weren't used to being hit in the mouth like they were. So it was a game that I think after it's over with, you look back at it, and I know it's practice this week is going to be tough, trying to get ready for another big-time team against North Little Rock. But when you look at it, Coach, we did our job.
Yeah, I mean, again, I keep saying again, we should have won the football game. I mean, the way the game played out, the whole bit, it was our game to win, and we had the opportunity. We didn't do it. Coach Fimple called me Saturday and just talked about, man, y'all are a great football team. He said, I don't want to play you again. I hope you're on the other side. Talked about the changes we made defensively. They weren't ready for it.
Yeah.
It really messed with them. We met their sophomore quarterback. Had played unbelievable up until then. And I think Friday we kind of made him look a little bit like a sophomore until that last drive. He really came through on that.
You take your hat off to him. He is a very good football player. He's got a great arm, but he was feeling so much pressure. He ended up being 15 out of 31. And it's just all the pressure he felt that night caused him to throw 2 interceptions. He'd only thrown 1 up to that point. So, again, hats off to our defense. Like to have won that game, but you got to get past that one. Go on to North Little Rock. North Little Rock is 7-1. Their one loss comes against Conway, 38-10 a couple weeks ago. Watched them on film. As they're advertised, Coach, they're a good football team, and we got to go there and play them, and got to get this one behind us, get our mind on North Little Rock, and try to go there and get a win.
Yeah, they're always good. They have very good players, very talented. Uh, you know, they lost to, as you said, to Conway, and they turned the ball over some and beat Fayetteville in a close game. And so this is a big game for us. It's a big game for them. You know, the winner of this assures themselves at least the number 4 seed, which is a home game.
Right.
The loser, you know, still can get there, but you know you're running out of time. We, like I said, we need to get past it. I mean, I'm okay. I've done this a long time, and when you lose a game like that, it takes a few days to get over it. And we're kind of slowly getting there, and hopefully by Friday, our kids understand, hey, we got 3 games left. If I'm a senior, I got 3 games left that I know for sure, and let's take advantage of every one. And if we'll keep doing what we've been doing, one of these are going to fall our way. They just are.
I had talked to a lot of our fans about the loss against Conway and the loss against Bryant, and a lot of the view is, hey, those teams know that they got out of Mayo Thompson with a win. Very easily could have left with a loss, but if you're going to lose one, lose it now. They know that they don't want us in the playoffs. I would rather lose one now and win that one in the playoff. Obviously, I like to win both of them, but if you got to lose one of them, rather take the loss now and get them in the playoff.
Well, I'd like to start winning a couple of them now. It just makes things a lot
Yeah,
better.
oh, I hear you.
But, you know, you're right. I mean, the second part of this is when you get in the playoffs, and we know we can play with these people, and so it's you know, we'll see somebody again.
Yeah.
As long as we take care of our business the first time. But, you know, we got to take care of Friday. It's a big ball game. It's there. 2 years ago, we jumped out on them 25-7 and ended up letting them come back and beat us. And then last year, I'm not going to let you say the score, but it wasn't pretty. And so hopefully this year we can put it all together.
They're a pretty balanced team, Coach. Offensively, they rushed so far this year for 1,291 yards. They've passed for 1,181 yards. They're going to come at you both ways, and they've got skilled players that touch it, whether it's a pass or whether they get it handed to them. So defensively, I'm sure that we'll get ready for, you know, kind of the same type of ball game you had against Bryant and against Conway.
Oh, yeah, they're talented. They're big. They're fast. I mean, they got great running backs. Their quarterback's good. They got good receivers. So we just, you know, we got to have the same type of effort.
Yeah.
Same type of effort. Don't turn the football over. Make them work for what they get, just like we made Conway. And it'll get into the fourth quarter, and here we go. Who makes the play?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be that type of game. Any changes in your strategy or what your process on game day as far as going out of town?
No, we do the same thing. We'll get there. We're actually out of school Friday. The kids are, so we're going to bring the starters, the main guys that play, up Friday morning, feed them breakfast, watch film, then have them back at 12:30. We'll get on the bus at 1. We'll stop at Arkansas Tech, do a walkthrough. Feed them pregame, get on the bus, go the rest of the way, get off, and get ready.
Well, Coach, again, we're live at Walk-Ons. You've brought some good guests tonight. We've got Coach Bracken that's going to be here later, and then Aaron Carter.
Yes, sir.
Come.
We're running out of seniors, so we're getting down to the end of that group, and then we'll start bringing in some of the juniors that play a big role and are going to be big-time leaders for this football team next year.
Well, stay with us. We have some good guests coming up, and when we come back, Jeff and I will be in the booth for kickoff.
My experience with concurrent enrollment was amazing. I wouldn't change anything about it.
In high school, it can be difficult to transition to college.
What I've enjoyed most about concurrent enrollment is the scheduling.
My experience with concurrent enrollment was awesome.
I could better prepare myself for what was ahead.
My instructors at Carlisle were very flexible, available, and they helped me achieve success.
A to Z Furniture in Alma is ready to meet your furniture needs. These trying times, with all the shortages going on, they're working hard to keep stock flowing and the warehouse filled. A to Z Furniture understands that you need your furniture in a timely manner, and they are striving to make that happen. Open 7 days a week for your convenience and offering financing and delivery. A to Z Furniture would love for you to stop in and shop today. A to Z Furniture on Highway 71 in Alma. Worth the drive to save more.
when you eat good. Level up your to-go order by donating to the Walk-On's Game On Foundation, supporting youth athletics and their communities. Game on!
I'm a survivor. Fighting my life. Come on, let's struggle. I will rise. I'm a survivor. Fighting my life. Come on, let's struggle. I will rise.
Good evening, Grizzly fans. Typically, if we were in Fort Smith, I'd say welcome inside the Bill Stancil Memorial Press Box at Mayo Thompson Stadium. But we're in North Little Rock. This is the Charging Wildcat Stadium, and we are literally in a hall next to a press box. This is part of the school. It is something that it's really unique. So we're going to do our very best to bring you a good broadcast. It's going to be a tough one. I'm Buzz Sawyer alongside my broadcast partner, Jeff Ferris. Jeff, these guys are 6-1. We're 5-2. On paper, it ought to be a really good game.
Yeah, on paper, it looks really good. It looks really even. Northside's giving up 14 points a game on defense in conference games. North Little Rock's giving up 16. North Little Rock in conference games is scoring at a 37-point per game clip. Northside is a 28-point per game clip in conference games. So on paper, like you said earlier, this should be a really good game. I just hope that the players are the ones who decide the outcome of the game.
Yeah, that what we were looking at last week. It got down to the end. They stayed out of it a pretty long time, but then there were some questionable calls. You got to take your hat off to Conway to
Absolutely.
take it 80 yards with 2 minutes, no timeouts. But I agree. I think that there were some calls there that definitely didn't go our way. Hopefully we get some better calls. If there are calls to be made tonight, maybe that ball will bounce our way.
I sure hope so.
Tough football team we're getting ready to play. 6-1. Their only loss comes to Conway a couple weeks ago. Pretty good loss, though. They lost 38-10, but they were in the mercy rule and about 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
Conway put it on them.
Yes, they did, and put it on them. And I don't want to say they made them like it, but it sounds like they made them like it, because when's the last time you ever heard of a North Little Rock team being mercy ruled in a game either at home or away? They just don't. That just doesn't happen in North Little Rock, and that was a bit of a surprise to me that Conway dominated them like that.
Yeah, it was a game that I really didn't expect, and I've watched it 3 or 4 times, just trying to look and see what we're up against North Little Rock. And even though they were in the mercy rule, this is again a talented team, 6-1 in the 7A. They still have Bryant and Cabot to play, but they are a very talented team. They're led by Gober, who is I think he's a junior quarterback, Malachi Gober. He's 90 for 71. Or 171, 7 interceptions, 13 TDs. He's run it 39 times for 188 yards, 3 TDs. He's got a lot of weapons behind him. He's got Torrance Moore, has run it 99 times for 674 yards, 7 touchdowns. He's averaging 6.8 a carry. He is a go-to guy, but then they have some receivers. Johnny Lewis has 25 catches for 378 yards and 4 TDs. Ja'Cory Stewart, 21 catches for 339 yards and 7 TDs.
Wow.
These guys, you know, when you look at them on our scouting report, they show that they're going to throw it 43% of the time. They're going to run it 57%. But you look at their overall stats, so far this year they've rushed for 1,291 yards. They've passed for 1,181. So they're pretty close.
That's pretty even, yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to come at you a lot of different ways. Defensively, Northside, they are extremely talented. They've made a lot of changes this year.
Yes, they have.
With their defensive line and their linebackers and secondary, but it's not changes like you would think. They're moving players from cornerback to linebacker, or from linebacker to defensive line, or defensive line back to linebacker. One of those is Kendra Esau, who is a thumper. He's been a linebacker, an outside linebacker. He's been a middle linebacker. He may start on the line tonight. We really don't know for sure. It's going to be a game-time decision with Coach Fleur and Coach Hansen on where he goes tonight. But these guys, doesn't matter to them. These seniors will play wherever they put them.
That's right, they will, and that's a sign of a good team. And that's a sign that you're probably going to have some success throughout the year. North Little Rock doesn't seem to me, on the games I've watched, don't seem to be as big as they've been in the past, but they're still just as physical, just as fast, and just as athletic as they've been in the past. But they're not any more talented, and they're not any more athletic, and they won't hit you any harder or run any harder than the Northside Grizzlies. So I'm really looking forward to another good game tonight. It was a good game last week.
And last week you talked about how powerful that Conway is with Amalo as a quarterback, and Manny Smith and Boogie Carr.
Yeah.
These guys put up some big numbers, but the Grizzlies held them to 314 yards total, 124 on the ground, 190 through the air. Amalo threw 2 interceptions. Up to that game, he'd only throw 1 all year.
And one of them was almost returned.
Yeah, that was
for a touchdown.
Mr. X.
Yeah, Mr. X almost got a pick six, and that would have been a long pick six too. But I'm again, I hate to sound like a broken record, but I'm looking forward to another great high school football game here in North Little Rock. It's a beautiful stadium. It's a beautiful night in the capital city, and well, it's not the capital city, but
it's close to it.
It's across the street from the capital city, I guess. But it's
you're right. It is a beautiful night. Game time's going to be in the high 60s. There's no wind to speak of, so favoritism doesn't go to either team, run or pass. It's just going to be a game of hard knocks. You might see something special tonight. You got a couple of running backs at Northside. You may have heard of Ty Massey and Sunquist Church. Ty Massey so far this year has 724 yards. Sunquist Church has 923. Sunquist may go over tonight. You don't know. Church may go over too, but he might get a 1,000-yard mark. But when was the last time that a team in Arkansas had 2 backs that rushed for 1,000 yards? We don't know the answer to that.
We talked about it on the way down here, and I even tried to look it up, and I couldn't find it. I couldn't find anything on that. I'm sure there is. There's probably somebody out there going, well, you guys, y'all talking about football and y'all don't even know that. Said, I know that. There's probably somebody out there right now listening.
Well, if they are,
send it in.
Let us know. We'd love to know.
Yeah, you bet.
Ty Massey has 724. He's a little bit behind Church, but he missed half the Bryant game. And you take that, give him that back. These guys are real close. To tell you how close they are, last week Ty rushed for 124 yards. Sunquist rushed for 124 yards. Now they'll play 3 plays on, 3 plays off. That's how similar they are. Every game, it's that close.
And they don't care who gets the credit, just whoever's got the hot hand, hey, give him the ball and let him go. And the offensive line don't care which one they're blocking for, because they know that both of those kids are going to run hard every time they touch the ball.
We have the color guard at midfield now. We'll step back and take a break for the Pledge of Allegiance and our national anthem. The Grizzlies are in the tunnel, getting ready to come out on the field. They'll be in all white with red helmets, red numbers. Mari Smith and Takavian King will not play the first half tonight's ball game. Walker Katsavis, our quarterback, has been a little bit under the weather, and he is going to play tonight, Jeff. And I'm going to tell you something about Walker Katsavis. You could cut his fingers off, and he's going to find a way to play a football game.
Well, from what you've been talking all week, he's been sick all week and pretty much throwing up all day today and forcing fluids all day today. So hopefully he'll be able to play an entire game.
Well, we're sure our prayers are with him.
Absolutely.
As they are with the rest of the Grizzlies and our fans that have made the trip to North Little Rock. We love seeing the red across the way. Nothing like being at Mayo Thompson, but
nope.
You have some dedicated fans that are here that have made the trip, and boy, nothing like being able to drive back home in that 2.5, 3-hour drive with a win against this North Little Rock team. It has been a while since we beat them. A couple years ago here, Jeff, we had them.
Yep.
Had them. We owned them in the first half to the point they almost waved the white flag.
They did.
And then early in the third quarter, we had a couple of things go wrong, and then it's like the bottom fell out.
It snowballed, and there was nothing they could do to stop it or nothing they could do to change it. And it seemed like the harder they tried, the worse it got.
Was able to go to the Lady Bear volleyball game last night. Was first time that there's been any event in the new arena, and it is beautiful.
Well, I've only seen it from the outside, but if it's half as awesome in the inside as it is on the outside, it's got to be a first-class deal.
It is beautiful. As you look at Walker Katsavis, he will be at midfield. For the toss, Braxton Johnson, the senior nose guard, is there with Walker Katsavis in representation of the charging Wildcats. Jeff, you've got your binoculars.
Yeah.
See if you can see what we have as far as the toss goes here. It is senior night here in North Little Rock for the charging Wildcats. Had a little ceremony before the game started. We'll have senior night next week when we host the Cabot Panthers at Mayo Thompson.
It's like Northside's won the toss, and they are deferred.
Defer, so they'll kick it off. We will get it in the third quarter.
And as good as Northside's defense is playing, this is not a bad thing. Their defense is really playing with a lot of confidence right now. And last week against Conway, they did the same thing. They got a 3-and-out on Conway's first possession. So if they can do that again tonight, it'll be a good start for the Grizzlies.
Walker trots back to the Grizzlies, and they will come onto the field here from the south end. Charging Wildcats will be in all blue helmets, white numbers. I like it when they have white numbers. It's easy to see.
Yes,
sir. You're going up at West and you watch Bentonville play, Fayetteville play, and they have numbers that kind of match their jerseys, and it is almost impossible to see. But especially when you're at a vantage point like this, we're in a floor-to-ceiling glass, fixed glass, in a hall that adjoins the press box, and it's just kind of a bad design, really. It's a beautiful stadium.
It is.
I love the way it's set up. I love the idea of having your press box as a part of the school. But the visitors area in that press box doesn't allow for any video. There's a big steel beam in there that you can't see around.
Well, and the coaches are sitting right down in front of you, too.
Yeah.
And I know that you and I differ on this, that I like 8 or 9 lane track that goes around the football field at a football stadium. And I know that you don't really care for that, you think it's more advantageous to have the bleachers down. And that's a good point, to have the fans right there on the field. But boy, I sure like that 8 or 9 lane all-weather track. I think it kind of just sets things off.
Yeah, but that's one of the things I do like about, and to your point, I mean, it is a pretty
it is
setup here with the track. But at Mayo Thompson,
that's
a very intimidating place to play because the fans are right on top of you. Last year with COVID, it really didn't work to our advantage. Couldn't get anybody in the stands, but this year, it makes a big difference.
It does.
That student section from Northside is amazing. And you should have seen them last night at the volleyball game. It is the diversity of the kids.
Yes.
I was talking to Coach Curry at one of the breaks in the volleyball game. He said, you look over at that student section, take a picture of it. That is some diversity that you don't see in a lot of places, and it's beautiful.
Well, and there's never been a track at Mayo Thompson Stadium, so if you put one around there, that'd run.
Yeah, there was.
That stadium.
Yeah, there was years
once.
ago.
Well,
years ago. Trinidad has it teed up for Northside. The ball is in the air. We are underway. It'll be received by Smith at the 2. Smith goes right, tries to find a lane on the edge there. Can't get it, taken out of bounds at the 26-yard line. That is Poom Savoy along with Jack Green there to make the stop. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Gober, who is a very, very talented quarterback. He'll work some under center. He'll work out of the gun. You don't see it very often in this day and age, quarterbacks working out of the working under center. But he'll work in the gun tonight. Empty backfield. He'll have 4 receivers to the left now. He'll send Stewart in motion. Give this to Stewart. Gets a block. Will pick up 8 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 2. Ja'Cory Stewart is a senior wide receiver, but they're going to try to get him as many touches as they possibly can. When they do have a back in the backfield, it's going to be Torrance Moore. Again, they'll go empty. 2nd down and 2. Al Gober wants to throw. It's batted down, incomplete. That was.
Well, let's see if the Grizzlies can get off the field here on 3rd down.
Another 3rd and 2. That was Aaron Carter. He's a presence. Got to interview Aaron in the coach's show Wednesday night. He's a big young man. 3rd down and 2. He works under center, handoff. Be enough for the 1st down, and he drags a lot of Grizzlies.
Well, he does.
Still on his feet over the 45 to the 47. And that is Torrance Moore, 5'11", 185. Saw the strength there, but he's one of the fastest guys on the team. He's got 4.5 speed, but he just showed those legs then. Ball on the right hash. Gober will go empty again. Trips left side. That is the wide side of the field. He'll take the snap, look right, pump fake. Now he feels the pressure, and he will be wrestled down. There's a flag on the ground.
Looks like that might be a face mask. I think that's McCade Moody. It looks like Moody.
Yeah, you had Moody there with Julius Thomas. Gober had a pump fake, and his receiver didn't react to it. He was waiting for him to go deep. It wasn't there, but
that was a good play by Moody. He kept him from getting to the edge, but
good
when he reached out, he grabbed his face mask.
Line of scrimmage will be the 41 of the Grizzlies. Ball on the right hash. Gober with one back in the backfield. That's Moore. Moore gets the call, goes right side. Hit and upended there. That was Mr. X, Xavion Zephyr, along with McCade Moody, there to make the stop.
He came up real quick then, did a good job. That was a good read. Came up and made a solid tackle.
Pick up a 4, 2nd down and 6. So far, we have our clock working tonight, thanks to Dylan. Got that set up along with our scoreboard. Very clear picture here in North Little Rock. 2nd down and 6. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line. Gober again will go empty. Has time, wants to throw, throws deep, looking for a man. It is incomplete, in and out of his hands, and they're going to throw a flag and say that that was interference. If we can get a replay on that, I'm going to check our walk-ons replay. No, not going to get it. Looked like it was a fair battle for the ball, but that will go against Northside. 22-yard line now is the line of scrimmage. First down. 2 penalties so far this drive that have
big penalties.
really helped North Little Rock. Now Gober out of the pistol. Trips left side. Gives it to Moore. Moore makes a good move on the left side. Running out of real estate there, and he is taken down. That should be Devon Solomon. Down to the 10-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. They'll mark it at the 8-yard line. Almost a 3-minute drive so far in this opening quarter.
Man.
Gober will send a man in motion. Little mix up there. They'll hand it off on a reverse. Good job sniffing it out there.
Yes, sir.
That was Jack Green.
But Jack Green got a big time assist from McCade Moody. McCade Moody made that running back turn back up inside, and he didn't want to do that. And Green was able to make a good, solid tackle.
Little confusion in the backfield. Javante Harris is the one that finally got his hands on the ball. 3rd down and 4 from the 16. Strong package here for North Little Rock. Now Gober looks to the sideline for his play. He'll move Harris behind him. He works out of the pistol. Now Gober gives to Harris. Harris with a hole up the middle over the 10. Well, they'll say he is at the 10. That'll be 1st down and goal. I don't know that he can get a 1st down. The nose is actually on the 10-yard line. Handoff right side, that's Moore.
Another
Moore,
good job.
there's another flag on the ground. That may be holding.
Yeah, that's going to be holding on North Little Rock. You're correct.
But you had Seth Fields there along with McCade Moody. It is holding. So finally the Grizzlies get a penalty flag that goes in their favor. X's helmet came off. He's going to have to go off the field. Now Poom Savoy will come in. Jet Frazier in the ball game.
Do you remember ever having to come off the field when you were playing because your helmet came off?
No.
I don't remember that.
I don't know when they actually enacted that rule, but I remember them telling me to put my helmet on while I was in there. Had my bell rung quite a few times.
Absolutely.
1st down and 20. Line of scrimmage, the 21-yard line of Northside. Gober sends a man in motion. That's Stewart. A big reverse there. The ball's loose on the ground.
Yes.
Northside falls on it. Great job by the Grizzlies. Again, confusion in the backfield. Davion Hinkle gets the turnover for the Grizzlies. What a big change of events there. It was a good drive by the charging Wildcats, aided by a couple of penalties. Finally got one to go our way, and then we get a turnover.
Well, that was going to be a loss anyway.
Yeah.
Because McCade Moody had read that perfectly. He stayed at home like he's been coached to do, and he was going to drop him for a loss anyway. So that was a good play.
Worked out even better.
Yes, it did.
Now Walker Katsavas in the ball game. The line of scrimmage is the 29. Katsavas will send a man in motion. Claps, no snap there.
There you go.
Well, they'll draw him off sides.
Yep.
They'll move him 5. That was Julian Martinez. He's a tight end. He'll work at H-back. Maffei in. He'll split wide to the left side. Zion Morris, who plays both ways, will start at wide receiver tonight. He's next to Josh Hardwick on the far side. 1st and 5. Katsavas puts Julian in motion. Gets a low snap, hands off. That's Massey. Massey, big yards over the 50, down to the 40. Still has some room. Massey at the 20. Massey at the 18, where he's finally taken down. Ty Massey, who we said had 724 yards before the game started, picks up a huge amount of yards there. Again, you got to have that offensive line. Give those guys a little bit of room. Ty Massey worked hard this summer to lose a little bit of weight, get more strength and a little more quickness. You saw it right there. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 18. Katsavas, hands off. Massey stutters. Flag thrown from the back judge.
North Little Rock helped Massey on that. They blitzed their inside linebackers.
Yeah.
And when he got to their level where they should have been, there was nobody there. And so they helped out a little bit there. The offense did a great job of picking up those blitzes too.
A 10-yard penalty. Can't see what the call was, but you know what? You can see right now it's going to be a lot of flags.
Yes, sir. Both sides. But Northside's had 3 big penalties. North Little Rock's had 1.
It'll be 1st and 20 now. It's Savis. Hands right side. That's Church. Church makes a man miss. He gets to the 22-yard line. There is not a defensive line or a set of linebackers or defensive backs in this conference, or for that matter in this state, that get a break.
No.
They think that one goes out, here comes another one. I don't know which one I'd rather face.
I know I wouldn't want to tackle them down low. Those guys got some strong legs.
Sundquist picked up 5. 2nd down, 15 now. He'll send a man in motion. Walker, bootleg right, wants to throw. There's interference.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, there's a flag, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
That interference will go against Jonathan Grayson. He's a senior free safety. I was going to say, if they don't call that.
He never looked back.
No.
And he had his arms up too, I believe.
That was Church on a wheel route.
Yep.
And he was flirted with all the way to the goal line. 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies inside the walk-ons red zone. Line of scrimmage is the 11-yard line of the charging Wildcats. Tom Massey checks in. Walker out of the pistol. Ball on the right hash. Now he'll send a man in motion. Referee blows his whistle. He's going to stop it. There's a flag behind the line of scrimmage on the North Little Rock side. Another one against Northside. Man, we could be here till 2 o'clock in the morning if they keep this up. You can almost throw a flag on every play.
Yes, you could.
In every league of football.
Yes.
Stack set to the left side, ball on the right hash. Savis looks to the sideline. You got Noah Altman and Maffei stacked on the left side. Play clock down to 5. Walker rolls right, has to make a man miss. Now goes back left. Walker has nowhere to go, taken down at the 22. They read that one. Early in that play, Walker just had nowhere to go.
No, he didn't. That was a good sound defense by the Wildcats, and you're right, nowhere to go.
3rd and 12 for the Grizzlies. Line of scrimmage is the 22. Be a 39-yard field goal from there if Saul Rodriguez is called on to come in and try to get some points out of this drive. One back in the backfield, that's Massey. Zion and Morris. Now Walker rolls. He's going to keep it himself. Walker goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. That'll bring up a 4th down.
That's a flag on the play. I think it's going to be holding on North Little Rock, I think.
That would be huge if we could get that call. It would be a 37-yard field goal from that line of scrimmage. But it'd be good to get a call. Let's keep this drive going. 4:52 left in the first. It is holding against North Little Rock. That's a call you saw against the Grizzlies last week against Conway on that last drive. You don't see it very often.
No, what happened there, he ran an out route, and then when Walker started running toward him, he tried to turn up and go upfield like an out and up. And when he did, the defensive back grabbed a hold of him because he was beat. Might have saved a touchdown.
Church comes into the game. Zion Morris and Josh Hardwick will split to the right side. Blake Farmer Number 88 is in the ball game now. The line of scrimmage is the 10.
Guess that don't bring an automatic first down.
It is going to be a 3rd and 2 from the 10-yard line. Savage tries to draw him off, not there. Play clock down to 6. Now Savage rolls right, pitches Church. Church at the 10. Church stiff arms a man at the 5. Church dives for the end zone. Give it to him.
Give it to him.
He had the ball across the line. He hit the pylon. They're not going to do it. That has to be marked with the nose on the goal line. How do you not give that to him? Do we have a walk-ons replay on that? We do have a walk-ons replay, and as you watch Sunquist Church with the stiff arm, see if he does not get in the end zone here. Stiff arms him there, jumps over a man. That has got to be a touchdown.
That was close.
We're back to our play. Katsavis, the jumbo package. Hands off, Church. Can Church get into the end zone? No. Oh, he's laying across the line. I don't know.
I don't see how you can get any closer without having the ball in the end zone. I mean, the nose of the football is touching. It looks like it's touching the goal line.
2nd down and goal from the 1-yard line. Jumbo package. Massey in the backfield. Newell. That's Seth Fields. Massey. Push. Not going to be there. Let's see where they mark this ball. He lost some yards there. I don't know where they're going to mark it.
It looks there, the guy on the far side, he's marking it at the same spot.
Well, that's where his progress was stopped. Boy, it plugged up there on the left side. Boy, it is right on the goal line. 3rd down and goal from the 1-inch line. Massey, Church, Seth Fields in the backfield with Walker Katsavis. Walker now will move Church. Hands off Massey. Massey makes a move into the end zone. Touchdown. Nothing open on the right side. He saw the open lane in the center, took it. Massey in the end zone for a touchdown.
They ran it behind the big fellas on the right side, which is, I think, is always a good move. Run
You like
those.
Jamani?
Yeah, I like those 2 big fellas on the right side.
Well, the Bears strike first last week, and against Bryant, those 2 teams struck first. The Bears were able to come back, but tonight it's different. Saul Rodriguez will check in to kick the extra point out of McCade Moody's snap and Jet Frazier's hold. Good snap. Kick is up, and it is good. 7-0 is the score after the touchdown by Ty Massey. Stay with us. We'll be back for Trinidad's kickoff after this.
You're in business to do business, not paperwork. That's where the skills of Potts & Company certified public accountants can help you succeed. Trust the experienced professionals of Potts & Company for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and other business services. Using QuickBooks for your operations? They're QuickBooks experts. The Potts & Company team can help you establish, organize, and optimize your QuickBooks for utmost effectiveness. Visit pottscpa.com to learn more.
Ty Massey scores the touchdown. Jeff, he deserved it.
Yeah, he did.
Big run to get it down there.
That 48-yard run he had. And then after that, it took Tim. That took 2 plays for him to go 48 yards. It took 10 plays to go the rest of the 18.
Kickoff is underway, and it is taken at the 5. That's Smith. Smith, a speedster, tries to get to the edge, still on his feet, taken down to the 39-yard line. Good field position for North Little Rock. Kind of a mixed, I have mixed feelings about their earlier drive. They looked good at some times, and they looked real confused at the other. When they were confused and when they tried to do too much in the backfield.
Yes.
When you get the ball to Torrance Moore or you get it to Ja'Cory Stewart,
Well,
they look pretty smooth.
North Little Rock had a block in the back, I think, or a clip. Boy, they backed them up.
Back to the 14-yard line.
Wow.
2:35 left in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, Grizzlies score first with a 1-yard plunge by Ty Massey. Rodriguez added the extra point. Gober hands off. That's Torrance Moore, left side. Moore trying to get to the edge, will be run out of bounds. That's Garcia, McCade Moody, Jet Frazier, Devon Solomon, Julius Thomas. You know, I like seeing 4 or 5 Grizzlies around the football. It was a good run by Moore, picks up 8, second down and 2. Ball on the left hash, Twins to the right. Gives it to Moore again. Moore bounces left side. He'll have the first down. Run out of bounds by Jack Green.
Jack Green's been all over the field tonight.
Now that was Devon Solomon. Corey Stewart, probably their best receiver, split wide to the right side there. He is heads up with R.J. Lester. Lester, an impressive athlete. Gober wants to throw, being chased out of the pocket. Is just going to have to run out of bounds at the 28-yard line. I'm sorry, the 38-yard line. Well, I'm going to get it right. That's going to be the 31-yard line.
It's all good, Buzzy.
There's only 100 yards to work with. I'm going to
You'll
keep
get it.
Getting it.
It's
second down and 8. Good defensive play by Kendre Esau. That was Javante Harris, sophomore running back. Esau the thumper. Third down and 3. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Gober trying to draw the Grizzlies off, nothing there. Ball on the right hash. He'll have Twins to the wide side. One end of the boundary. Hand off right side, hit hard by, that was Jack Green again, along with R.J. Lester. McCade Moody again gets up from the pile. McCade Moody is everywhere.
He's everywhere, and they're going to quit. They're going to have to quit running the Jack Green side and McCade Moody side if they want to get some yardage. Those guys are shutting them down over there on that side.
Well, that's going to end the first quarter. When we come back, North Little Rock's going to have a decision to make. They have a 4th down and 2. 7-0 is the score. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter after this. Welcome back to North Little Rock. There's a fresh 12 on the board now. Grizzlies with a 7-0 lead on their first possession. Thank you to a 48-yard run by Ty Massey.
Wow.
And that had to get their attention big time.
Absolutely.
First play, just right off the bat, pick up 48 yards. Let's see what North Little Rock does here with a 4th down and 2 on their own 36-yard line. They'll go with a strong package. Now he'll work under center in an I formation. They'll hand off to Moore. Moore gets it, and Moore.
Wow, he's quick.
Over the 45 to the 46-yard line. Gutsy call there from North Little Rock, but I think they think that Northside it's going to end up being a track meet if you're not careful. they're going to have to keep that drive moving however they can. But with 4th down and 2 from your own 36, you have a lot of confidence in your offensive line to be able to pick that up. 1st and 10, line of scrimmage the 46. Gober hands off. There was a hole there, but he was hit hard.
Man, that
was Poom Savoy that came up out of his cornerback position. Poom Savoy, R.J. Lester. You see these guys in person, they're without their pads on, these guys are very impressive. Another handoff to Moore. They had a 2nd down and 4. Let's see where they spot Moore's run. Frazier gets up, McCade Moody gets up. Devon Clark will be playing nose guard next to Garcia and Julius Thomas. 3rd and 1, line of scrimmage, 45-yard line. He probably picked up the 1st down, but he slipped as he got the handoff. That was Javonte Harris, sophomore running back, with another 1st down for the charging Wildcats.
They've got some quick running backs, North Little Rock does.
Sends Harris in motion. Harris gets the call. Harris, right side run out of bounds. Jack Green on the stop, along with Devon Solomon.
Well, that's the first time they've got to the edge over on McCade Moody's side. I think he came upfield a little bit too quick on that one. He'll calm that down. He won't do that again.
2nd down and 8 from the 43. Gober wants to throws it over the middle. Pass is knocked down, incomplete. Sometimes it looks like Gober forces the ball a little bit, especially when he's trying to throw over the middle. 3rd down and 8. Gober with trips to the left side. Wants to throw, looks left. He's going to throw long. Ball is in the air a long time, and let's see if they get it for, it's a touchdown.
Wow.
It was good coverage by the Grizzlies, but just Johnny Lewis, the wide receiver, wanted it more than we did. Had good position, really. Hard to cover that. Oh, you know, the ball was in the air for a long time. Everybody had a chance to make an adjustment, but Lewis made the best adjustment. Catches it for a touchdown. That will make the score 7-6.
And you're right about that. A good adjustment is a good call on that, because he did. And good play for North Little Rock. Good coverage by the Grizzlies, but.
Now the extra point's good. We're tied at 7. 9:14 left in the 2nd quarter. We'll take a break and come back with a kickoff after this.
For more than 50 years, Air Compressor Equipment Company has provided solutions for the oil, gas, and industrial markets, becoming an industry leader in custom fabrication. An unwavering focus on assembly, sales, and service means that whatever size project you have, ACEC can deliver what works. Air Compressor Equipment Company supplies to businesses working in the most demanding environments around the world, but is still a dedicated member of the Arklahoma community. Learn more at acec-ark.com. Air Compressor Equipment Company. Field tested, quality driven.
One evening as
go, Walter.
the sun went down,
After you.
jungle fire was burning. Down the track came
Get him,
a train. Said, boys, I'm not turning. I'm headed for a land that's far away.
It's a multi-flex tailgate. It can be a step, can even become a workspace.
Meet the cat.
What's so great about him? He didn't have a workspace.
The Chevy Silverado with the available multi-flex tailgate. Find new adventures, find new roads. Chevrolet.
Lewis's kickoff is caught at the 2 to the 20. Still on his feet. That's Church. Church with a nice run back. going to say they just now put the extra point on the scoreboard. It looked like his kick was right through the middle, but it showed North Little Rock 6, but they now have made it 7. Sunquist Church with a nice run back, 38-yard line. Walker Gonsalves now will come in and try to answer the touchdown that was just scored by Lewis. They're going to have a direct snap to Ty Massey. Ty keeps it, goes left side. So Walker Gonsalves was split out wide left. Massey out of the Wildcat. Have not seen that all year. Pick up a 4, 2nd down and 6. Massey will line up again. Trips left side. That is the short side of the field. Massey will run to the short side. Massey picks up a couple more. 3rd down and a long 2. I wonder if they're just trying to give Walker, well, if they're going to give him a break, he'd be on the sideline.
Yeah.
Now Walker will go back to quarterback. Massey will come out. Church comes in. Zion and Hardwick split wide to the right side. Buffet and Altman into the boundary. Gonsalves, low snap, nowhere to go. Taken down at the 44-yard line. That was a 3rd down. We really need to convert that. Now a decision for Coach Fallure. They'll send the punting team in. So Altman will come in and punt this one away. Good job by the defense of North Little Rock there. Walker wanted to pitch it, but they had picked up the pitch man, and he had to keep it, nowhere to go. Nobody deep for North Little Rock. Altman will catch the snap at his own 30. Good snap by McCade. The kick is away, and it's going to go off the side of his foot, out of bounds at the 30-yard line. North Little Rock put nobody back to receive that punt. I don't know if they don't trust somebody to catch it. We saw a muffed punt last week against Conway where Traylon McClure didn't make a very smart decision. He didn't get away from it. Zion Morris picked it up, ran it in for the touchdown. It was brought back because you cannot advance a muffed punt. Gober just throws that one into the ground.
Northside's defense did a good job. They tried to set up a screen over to the defensive right side, and Northside smelled that out real quick, and that's all he could do. That's a good play by both teams.
Yeah, Nolan was on his case there, and Gober felt the heat, threw it into the ground. They do throw a lot of screens. I watched that against Conway. Yep. About 50% of the time they're successful on it. Trips right side. Throws to the right side. He's make one man miss, can't do it. Great job there by X. Xavion Zephyr with an open field tackle that, had he not made that tackle, that could have gone for a long ways. 3rd down and 9. Great job by Xavion Zephyr. You see it on the walk-ons replay. 3rd and 9. Trips left side. Gober works out of the gun. Wants to throw. Has some room if he wants to run it. He doesn't. He's taken down out of. They don't get a horse collar there. That was a good job by
Seth Fields,
a host of Grizzlies. By Seth Fields has got a hook on him.
Wow, that was a good tackle. Good open field tackle by Seth Fields, number 22.
4th down. They may make a different choice here. Well, let's see what they do. 4th down and 3 from the 38-yard line. Gober, the quarterback, is back in, so they'll go for it again. They were successful on the first 4th down conversion. Northside does not like what they see. They'll take a timeout. We're going to take one with them and come back for this 4th down try right after this.
Comfortable isn't the first word most people think of when they think about a dentist visit, but Aesthetic Dental Institute is different. Dr. Hinshaw has been serving the community for over 25 years with expert dentistry. For cleanings and preventative care, IV and oral conscious sedation, cosmetic dentistry, bleaching, Invisalign, restorations, and even Botox, Aesthetic Dental Institute offers modern dentistry in a relaxed and calm environment. Schedule your complimentary consultation at salisawdentist.com.
Just got a text from Bruce Stanton. Now, this is cool. He's at home watching us, watching the Grizzlies.
Okay.
He's watching Isaiah Joe, and he's watching the Astros. Slade Stanton, who was our extra point and field goal kicker last year, he's the Iceman, made one against Fayetteville after about 3 timeouts, and which didn't faze him. He goes out and drills it to beat Fayetteville. He's going to be playing tomorrow. He scored his first PAT, plays for Hendricks.
Awesome.
3 weeks ago, so congratulations, Iceman. Hope you're watching. We miss you.
He must be a pretty smart fella if he's playing for Hendricks.
He is smart.
I don't think they'll let it just anybody into Hendricks.
Well, I'm sure that I would have not qualified.
Yeah.
They are going to decide to punt this one away, so Maffei will drop back. Punt is on the way. He's going to get a good roll. Maffei just gets away from it. I think that was a smart decision by Coach Fleur. Take the time out, get organized. They didn't like what they saw, so North Little Rock decides to punt it away. This game is tied with 5:43 left in the half.
Need about a 5-minute and 43-second drive here. And really you'd like to get 6, but Northside has good field goal kickers, so they can kick it just from about anywhere inside the 40.
Well, they're going to go back to the Wildcat, the direct snap to Ty Massey. Walker Katsavis split to the left, and he's going to throw it to Walker. Walker wants to throw. He's got a man open. If he caught it, that is going to be Julian Martinez. Did they say he caught it or did he trap it? They're going to say he trapped it.
Wow, he was running wide open.
He was wide open. Now you can see Coach Fleur giving the motion there. Just a little bit more, you had him wide open. I like the play call.
Yeah, that was a good play call, sure was.
They kind of set that up with the 2 previous direct snaps to Ty Massey. Second down and 10, trips right side. Massey, your running back. Massey gets the call. Needs some help there. Now look at him push. And he get to the 30-yard line. It's going to take the entire defensive unit of North Little Rock to push him back. All that for a yard. 2 yards, 3rd down and 8. The 30-yard line is the line of scrimmage. Ball on the right hash. Katsavis, boot, left side, needs to get a block, can't do it. He'll be taken down for a loss, bring up 4th down, so Noah Altman will have to come back in and punt this away. What looked like was going to be a track meet to start with, and settled into that who can hit the hardest.
Both defenses are really shining tonight here in the second quarter, for sure.
Stewart drops deep for North Little Rock at his own 45. Cade's snap is perfect. The kick is on the way. This is a high, nice turnover spiral. Taking it to 36-yard line. Stewart makes a man miss, still on his feet. Still on his feet, finally brought down. Got a couple of Grizzlies going to be slow getting up. That's Zion. Eric Newell, both of them got up a little bit slow. Good job by Stewart Nice punt.
Yes.
Noah Altman, turnover spiral, but out-kicked his coverage just a little bit, and Stewart was able to set up a return, get it back to the 47-yard line. 3:50 left in the half. Tie ball game if you're just joining us. Gober sends a man in motion. Hands off to Moore. Moore will pick up a couple. Ty Massey scored the touchdown for the Grizzlies. After a long 48-yard run, he was able to punch it in. 3rd and goal from the 1-inch line. Jakari Stewart scored the touchdown. I'm sorry, it was Lewis. Johnny Lewis, senior wide receiver, scored the touchdown from North Little Rock on a pass from Gober. Was well covered, but just had good position on our DBs. 2nd down and 8. Gober wants to throw. He's got a man. The wide receiver screen.
Another good open field tackle.
That was complete to number 8. Meant to explain before the game started. It was, we have worked as hard as we could for the last 2 or 3 days to get a roster for North Little Rock. Finally got one, but we were already on the road, so we are struggling trying to keep up with who's got the football if you have on blue. Nice run by Moore. That'll be a 1st down. Moore's forward progress to the 40. First and 10. Call it the 40-yard line of the Grizzlies. There was some movement there. That'll move North Little Rock back 5.
I think their left guard got a little anxious. He had to pull on that play, and I think he was the one that jumped just a little early.
1st and 15. 2:21 left in the half. First 6 minutes of the ball game, you thought it was going to be,
yes, sir,
35-35 at halftime, but here we are at 7-7. Both defensive units doing a great job. Gober gets the pitch back, being chased down. What a great job. And
wow,
that would be Poon Savoy. Comes out of his cornerback on a cornerback blitz.
Not on my time, he said.
That's you. Gober was thinking, I wish I hadn't gotten that pitch back.
Yeah. Well, he had a wide receiver running open in the middle of the field, so.
But he knew that he had Poon Savoy running up on him. 2nd down, 26 yards to go. Minute 30. Play clock under 10 now as Gober now gets his team set. Sends a man in motion. Handoff left side. A lot of traffic there from the Grizzlies. Savoy again there. Well, Poon Savoy having a big night.
Yes, he is. Him and Jack Green.
Yeah, Aaron Carter.
Wow. Well, those guys are stepping up.
Davion Hinkle. It's been a group effort.
Yes, it has.
For the defensive side of the Grizzlies. 3rd down, 24.
What you got here, Coach? On 3rd and 24.
Yeah, 3rd and 24.
Ooh.
Well, they're under a minute. You have 42 seconds left in the game, and they're not in any big hurry.
They may
under
take
10 on the play clock.
They may take a delay here.
Want to get to the locker room, but you got to be careful here as Gober will, I'm sure he'll take a shot, and he will. Drops back, and he's just going to heave it. It is caught at the 25-yard line. Savoy in coverage. That was Johnny Lewis who scored the touchdown earlier on a pass reception. 22 seconds left now in the 2nd quarter. Be a timeout on the field. We'll just stay with it. Both teams are going to have to regroup here. Northside, if anything, don't give up the 6.
No. You know, that's 2 really good catches by North Little Rock's receivers here in the first half. One for a touchdown and one on that was a 3rd and 24.
Yeah.
And they pick up 28 yards. That's
yeah, it was a huge play. That's all they really had.
Yeah.
You know, and you're under 50 seconds, you're going to take a shot. And he had Lewis, who's his go-to guy tonight, is able to get really good position. He did it on the touchdown, then he did it again on that reception there. Savoy was in coverage.
Yes, he was.
But he just made a good catch. He was airborne, pretty much horizontal to the field when he made the catch. So take your hat off to him.
Yes, sir.
But we're going to have to stiffen up here.
Pick 6 would be nice right about now.
All right, here we go. 22 seconds left in the second quarter. 7-7 is the score. Ball on the left hash. Line of scrimmage is the 26. Hand off to Moore. Moore on his feet for extended yardage over the 20 down to the 16. 15 seconds left. North Little Rock will call another timeout.
Well, that was just a run straight ahead, right up A gap, and he picked up 10. Yeah, he picked up 10 yards, got another first down.
So conscious of the pass with the weapons that Gober has, but they also have so much on the ground. And Torrance Moore, that guy is he's a guy that's probably the fastest guy on the team with 4.5 speed, but he has really good, powerful legs. Larry Wilburn, also another one, junior running back that's had a good first half, but I think the call was good. You're expecting them to get it in the air. They don't. They give it to Moore off the right side and picks up another first down. 16-yard line is the line of scrimmage. 15 seconds left in the half. Two backs in the backfield for Gober. Gober hands off right side. It's going to be a foot race. He'll be run out of bounds by Devon Solomon at the 4-yard line. 9 seconds left.
It's another first down.
That'll be first and goal from the 4 with 9 seconds left. You go back to having 50 seconds and a 3rd and 26. Now Gober goes under center, I formation. Hands off Moore, Moore into the end zone for a touchdown. 4 seconds left, and they score. Stewart comes in to kick the extra point for North Little Rock. He tries to make this 14-7 to go in at half. The kick is good. It is 14-7. Grizzlies will get the kickoff in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a break and come back with some stats after this.
Unique is our middle name. Okay, maybe not the exact middle, but it's in there. A to Z Variety Store is the most unique shopping you can do in Fort Smith. With furniture, groceries, housewares, even a floral section. With 48,000 square feet of bargains, you're sure to find everything you need. And even a few things you didn't know you wanted. So many great deals, you'll marvel at the savings while you revel in the friendly customer service. Inventory is constantly changing, but consistently affordable. Visit A to Z Variety Store at 2600 Midland Boulevard in Fort Smith. And to stay up to date on new arrivals and special deals, like A to Z on Facebook.
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Randall Ford is excited to announce their state-of-the-art mobile service van, stocked with all the latest tools and technology needed to service your vehicle. Everything from oil changes, warranty repair, battery, software updates, brake jobs, and so much more. All is done with your convenience and safety in mind. We'll come to your office or home to provide professional service the Randall Ford way. Stop by today at Randall Ford, 5500 Rogers Avenue, or check us out online 24/7, randallford.com. Ford, the #1 selling brand in America.
Whether you're opening your first checking account, purchasing your first home, saving for your first big vacation, or opening a new business, First Star Bank offers hometown service with the latest in digital banking technology. Our local team makes banking fast, convenient, and easy. From simple everyday banking to helping you fulfill your dreams, our team is here to guide you every step of the way. First Star Bank. We'll be there through all your firsts. Learn more at firststar.bank or stop by one of our local branches today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Burton Pools and Spas. Check them out on their website, burtonpools.com. See their selection of hot spring spas, doughboy pools, and in-ground selections. As always, free spa and pool water testing. Burton Pools and Spas, your source for backyard fun. burtonpools.com. Chlorine-free Baquacil pool care system. The difference is clear. burtonpools.com. With 2 locations in Fort Smith and Springdale to serve you. burtonpools.com.
My experience with concurrent enrollment was amazing. I wouldn't change anything about it.
In high school, it can be difficult to transition to college.
What I've enjoyed most about concurrent enrollment is the scheduling.
My experience with concurrent enrollment was awesome.
I could better prepare myself for what was ahead.
My instructors at Carlisle were very flexible, available, and they helped me achieve success.
At Hug Chevrolet Buick GMC, we dial 782-8940.
This is Joe Calderera with Taliano's Restaurant. We call 782-8940.
Keep warm this winter with a York high-efficiency furnace. Or for more information on endless hot water and a high-efficiency tankless water heater, give Blaylock Heating, Air, and Plumbing Services a call at 782-8940.
That's 782-8940.
Most dealerships in the River Valley may be short on inventory, but not at Orr Chevrolet in Fort Smith. Score more today and shop over 500 vehicles on their lot. Stop shopping at low inventory lots and shop Orr Chevrolet today to choose from over 500 new, used, and GM certified pre-owned vehicles. Larger inventory, more for your trade, and the best service teams around. Drive home in one of the over 500 new, used, and GM certified pre-owned vehicles today. Stop by 6500 Auto Park Drive or shop online 24/7 at OrChevyFS.com. And remember, you always get more with Orr.
Crabtree RV Center, leading the River Valley in sales and service for over 70 years. Founded in 1950, Crabtree RV Center has grown into one of the largest family-owned and operated RV dealerships in Northwest Arkansas. Located on 17 acres, including a 26,000 square foot indoor showroom. Crabtree RV Center has everything you need, all in one convenient location. Crabtree RV Center in Alma, Arkansas, making your family's dreams come true.
Ashley Air is proud to be an official sponsor of Razorback Athletics. We've served the River Valley since 1958, the same year that the legendary Frank Broyles took over as the Razorback football coach. The Hogs have had some great coaches, but we've never had so many on campus all at once. Sam Pittman, Eric Musselman, Dave Van Horn, and Mike Neighbors, just to name a few. What an incredible team. We put together quite a team at Ashley Air, too, and we couldn't be more excited to partner with our state's flagship athletic program. Woo Pig Suey!
Welcome back to North Little Rock. The score is 14-7. We had it tied 7-7, 52 seconds left in the half. They had a 3rd down and 26, got a 1st down, end up scoring with 4 seconds left. 14-7, but the Grizzlies are going to get it in the second half to kick off in the 3rd quarter. But I just want to bring in our favorite camera girl, Alicia O'Neill. She's the one that brings y'all those great shots. She never gets seen on camera. She's always behind the camera. But here she is, Alicia.
Yes, it's always a special moment when I'm on here.
That's exactly right. I just want to tell you in person how much we appreciate you and everything that you do.
Yeah,
and,
I appreciate you guys all the time.
Well, you missed last week.
I did. It was disappointing, but I didn't have as much fun as I would have had if I was here.
Even in Houston?
Even in Houston, you know, I was crying because I was like, oh, I'm not there to film the game. mean, what
But
are we
you were
going to
watching
do? Yeah, but I had him promise me that he didn't have too much fun when I wasn't there.
Yeah,
so
no,
it
we
was all
missed
good.
her. We sure missed her. So thanks for being with us tonight. And I hate that you had to come back and to go all the way to North Little Rock. And we'll be back home next week against Cabot for senior night.
I know, I'm ready for it. I sacrificed coming over here.
I know it. Yeah. You slept all the way, though.
I do. There's never a moment where I don't sleep.
So let me ask you a question. How's school going?
It's going really. I didn't have it any.
Grizzly fans, everybody's listening. You get hungry.
Hey,
come to
if you do-
Fridays, see Alicia.
I was about to say, if you do get hungry, come to Fridays, ask for me. Great service, I promise.
And Alicia is a Northside graduate. She was a filmer here under Coach Neal. Coach was walking through the hall earlier. By the way, we are broadcasting in a hall.
Yeah.
You saw that earlier. But he was glad to see Alicia. And Alicia's
He
an old
is.
pro now.
Oh, most definitely. You know, I bet you he wishes that I was back with him.
Oh, I bet he
You
he
know?
does too. Good ones are hard to come by.
It is. They are. They really are. But, you know, you just got to stick with
gotta
it.
stay
That's why
with
you
it.
took me away.
That's exactly right. We're going to keep you as long as we can.
I promise,
thank
and I'll
you.
stay as long as I can.
Thank you, Alicia.
Thank you,
we
Buzz.
appreciate
I
everything
appreciate
you do. This is Alicia O'Neal. She brings you all those good shots, and hopefully she can bring some touchdown shots here in the third quarter. That's it for halftime. We'll be back with more with Jeff Ferris. We'll talk about some stats.
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
When I talked to the Sawyers about some windows and the concrete work, they showed me several different options of things that they had done, and it all looked good. I would recommend Sawyers to anyone. If they came out and looked at my concrete, they could see the quality job that Sawyers did. They were very professional and top quality. They were on time and on budget. I am 100% satisfied with the work that they've done.
A to Z Furniture in Alma is ready to meet your furniture needs. These trying times, with all the shortages going on, they're working hard to keep stock flowing and the warehouse filled. A to Z Furniture understands that you need your furniture in a timely manner, and they are striving to make that happen. Open 7 days a week for your convenience and offering financing and delivery. A to Z Furniture would love for you to stop in and shop today. A to Z Furniture on Highway 71 in Alma. Worth the drive to save more.
Do good when you eat good. Level up your to-go order by donating to the Walk-On's Game On Foundation, supporting youth athletics and their communities. Game on!
At the University of Arkansas Fort Smith, we have recently gone through a tremendous transformation as an institution.
UAFS really instilled in me how to think critically in everything I do. You not only walk away with the skills, but the confidence to excel at whatever you're doing.
UAFS has completely changed and transformed my life for the better.
Amazing people have chosen this place so that we can make a meaningful difference in our community.
Chad Sutton and Jared Copeland with Sagely and Edwards Realtors are your go-to agents in the Arkansas and Oklahoma River Valley. When you're working with this team, you're working with the best. Whether it's for commercial property or you're a first-time home buyer, they're going to make sure your buying experience is an easy process. And if you're moving up, they want to make your experience better than your last. When you love what you do, it shows. Discover the Sagely and Edwards Realtors difference. Give Chad or Jared a call today or visit them online.
No inventory shortage here. Huge selection of new inventory at Wheeler Power Sports from Kawasaki, Suzuki, Polaris, Kimco, and KO, along with a broad selection of quality certified pre-owned. They have a great selection of apparel and accessories to help you get the most out of your motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side. Currently, over 200 vehicles in stock. Wheeler Power Sports, the River Valley's longest-standing power sports dealership, serving Fort Smith and the surrounding area for 54 years.
Bud Anderson is proud to be the official heating and cooling provider for the Arkansas Razorbacks.
We've served Northwest Arkansas since 1987. The Hogs have had some great coaches, but we've never had so many on campus all at once. With Sam Pittman, Eric Musselman, Dave Van Horn, and Mike Neighbors, just to name a few. We put together quite a team at Bud Anderson also, and we couldn't be more excited to partner with our state's flagship athletic program. Woo Pig!
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Welcome back to North Little Rock. 14-7 is the score. The Grizzlies kind of had them where they wanted them.
Yeah, they did.
At the very beginning.
Sure did.
Got a touchdown from Ty Massey after a really nice run in their first possession. We couldn't do much since then. Both defenses kind of going back and forth each other, but 52 seconds left in the second quarter. Third down and 26, and they get a nice pass completion. And that was to Johnny Lewis, who made a nice touchdown reception earlier. Got a touchdown with 4 seconds left. So here we are, 14-7. Senior night here tonight for North Little Rock. Got a nice view of the crowd there. Let's look over here and see. I see Alex Kitsavis. I see John Kitsavis. I see Kim Green and George Kitsavis. All Northside faithful here watching the Grizzlies. Made the trip, and boy, hopefully we can rack up some points here in the second half. I mean, I feel good, as I usually do, about our ability to score. But being down 14-7 at halftime, I'm sure the coaches, as they always do, Jeff, making the adjustments.
Oh, yeah, they will. You know, you take away 3 plays, 1 for Northside and 2 from North Little Rock, and we probably have a 0-0 game here. Ty, with his 48-yard run in the first quarter, setting up Northside's offense 1st and 10 from the North Little Rock 18. Then it took 10 plays to go 18 yards. Took 2 plays to go 48, and it took 10 plays to go 18. And then you take away those 2 big passes. And you said it when it happened. Northside was in good coverage. They had good. They were rushing good on the quarterback. The quarterback just made a good throw. The receiver made a good catch on 2 big plays, and those 2 plays are the difference right now in the ball game. You take away those 2 plays from North Little Rock, and it's 7-0 Northside.
Got Massey's big run. You haven't seen Church yet. Church has had a couple of good runs, but not really a breakaway. The one that I go back to is when you had Ty Massey in a direct snap. He did it twice. Had Walker Katsavis in a bunch set, split wide to the left. Never seen it before this year, and they ran it a couple times, and then they come back. You know, Massey took the snap and tried to get what he could get out of it, and then they come back. Massey gets the snap, throws it to Walker. Walker tries to get it to, and I think it was Church that was the intended receiver. He was wide open. Just, you know, the thing about it is, it's one thing to drop back, set your feet in the pocket, and throw it. When you get a pass and you try to get your feet set and figure out who's coming at you, where are you on the field, knowing you got a guy that's, you know, if you can see him at the time that he's open, but that was a missed opportunity there.
Yeah, and that's got to be a perfect pass from Massey to Katsavis for that to work.
Yeah.
Actually, you can't call it a pass. It's actually a lateral. But it's still got to be perfect. It's got to be right on the money, and it's got to be something where he can't juggle it and he has to reach for it or something like that. It's got to be perfect, and his pass has got to be perfect and just probably about a half a step off.
Yeah, Zion Morris, who does go both ways, started as a receiver along with Noah Altman. Mari Smith and Tay King were not playing the first half, I think. Now, I don't know 100% sure that they may play the second half. If they do, you're talking about a lot of speed coming on the field.
A lot of speed, yeah.
Yeah, and they've been our biggest producers through the air this year, and, well, we didn't see much through the air in the first half. So hopefully things change a little bit in the second half. We can mix it up a little bit more. That pass has got to set up the run. The run's got to set up the pass. You got to be equal on both of them. And so far tonight, Northside's been mostly a running team.
Yeah, and like last week against Conway, Northside is seeing a lot of cover 0 tonight from North Little Rock secondary. They're going man on man and thinking they have the good enough athletes to cover all of Northside's receivers man up. And thing about that is you do that and you got a guy like Church or Massey that can get to the second level on any run. Now you don't have a safety in the middle of the field, and if they get past that second level, they're gone.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're looking for.
Yeah.
But you go to the second half, now you got some speed. It's going to be a lot harder to go cover 0 if those 2 guys are back in the game.
It'd be difficult to go cover 1. You get that speed back in the game, and then you make a defense have to adjust to your speed on the outside, and they have to bring 2 men, 2 safeties back to the middle of the field. That's going to open up your running game some as well. And if they start chugging with their running game, Northside's defense keeps playing the way they've been playing 2 plays.
Yeah.
2 plays. And other than that, their defense has been spot on tonight. And you know Coach Curry was just cringing over there when they completed that pass on 3rd and 24 and made a first down. You know, he was just cringing on that.
Again, going to Northside's crowd across the field, it's good to see them make the trip. And we talk about Katsavis's, boy, the whole group comes. You got Stacy's here, Alex is here, John's here. I see Callie, she's here. We don't get to talk about Callie much. Callie is their daughter, John's and Walker's sister, and she's the one that keeps them all in line. And she lives in Little Rock, so you know, she doesn't miss a game. She's in Fort Smith when they play. She's here when they play, but nothing she wants more than to see these Grizzlies come out and get a quick touchdown.
I'd like to see that myself, like on the kickoff return.
Oh, that would be
I
nice.
don't think we've had one this year yet, have we?
Have not.
Yep. This is a good time for it.
Good time to start.
Yeah.
0's on the scoreboard now. Northside's coming on the field, as is the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats.
You know, I wonder if many of our listeners know where the name Charging Wildcats came from.
Did you do your homework again?
Yeah, I did my homework again. You know, when you give me an assignment to do and you tell me, hey, look, either do this or you're done. You know, I got to get on it.
I know you're the Dash Rip Rock of color, but when you start talking about homework.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I did it, you know, when back in the day, this was back in our day, you know, we played with at Tech with a couple of guys that went to Old Main.
Yeah.
And they used to have Old Main and North Little Rock Northeast, and they combined, and one of them was the Chargers.
That was Northeast.
Northeast, and Old Main was the Wildcats.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings, so to not hurt anybody's feelings, they call them the Charging Wildcats.
That comes straight from Jeff Ferris.
Yeah.
I appreciate the time that you put in to bring us all this information.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And another thing I'll tell you, too, this field, this is where Old Main was.
Yes, the field itself, yeah.
The field actually went north and south. I mean, east and west.
Yeah.
This one goes north and south. And I remember playing on that field when it was Old Main, and they had sprinkler heads that would stick up about 2 inches. And if you hit one of them, man, it could damage you pretty quick.
Well, that's
you were on the lookout for that defensive back or that linebacker, then also the sprinkler head.
I think I'd rather be hit by a defensive back than hit a sprinkler head going full speed. I think I would now. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But it looks like the officials are out in the middle of the field there. I thought they've done a really good job tonight. They took control of the game early and said, you know, we're not going to have any holding. We're not going to have any pass interferences, and we're going to call a tight game. And I think the players on both
I thought it was going to get
teams,
out of hand.
Yeah.
In the first half, as far as the flags go, it was like there was a flag on every other play.
Well, both teams seem to have adjusted to the way that these officials are calling the game, because you didn't see near as many penalties in the second quarter as you did in the first.
Let me ask you a question. With all the games you've watched over the years, played in, have you ever seen as many offsetting personal fouls as we did last week?
No.
I don't understand that.
No, not that many. And I don't know what caused that.
Well, I think you call one.
Yeah.
The first one. Let them know, I am going to call the personal foul with all the, you know, whatever the language is after the play or whatever caused it. But that will set the tone, but it kept going and kept going. I think after that you should have called it on the one that instigated it and penalized them.
Yep.
But it kept being offsetting, and that's something that I haven't seen, I guess.
I haven't seen that many of them. And, you know, we talked about this on the way down here about back in the day when you and I played, especially in high school. I know this from myself, that you just didn't get an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. If you did, you were taken out of the game, and you didn't play anymore the rest of that night. And it wasn't the official that took you out of the game. It was your head coach that took you out of the game for getting an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. They all told us, you know, there's no excuses. Personal foul penalties may happen, but there's no excuse for unsportsmanlike conduct. That's what our coaches did.
Well, and your coach punished you as just like mine did.
Yeah.
But you didn't. You know, that wasn't as bad as the punishment you got when you got home.
Oh,
you got home, and your dad let you know that if you ever do that again, that you're going to be walking back and forth.
Absolutely.
To school. We're just about ready for the third quarter kickoff. Grizzlies will receive, down 14-7. Coach Curry, Coach Kendrick have made their adjustments. We watched coaches come out of the press box, make their way down to the field at the end of the second quarter, just walked back in, assume their positions, get their headsets on, and get ready for this third quarter.
I'm excited to see what adjustments that Northside's coaches have made here. They always do a good job of adjusting to whatever the other team's doing on both sides of the ball. And it'll be exciting to see what they've come up with in the second half.
Grizzlies receiving teams on the field. Now North Little Rock's kicking team takes the field. Sunquist Church will be deep at his own 3-yard line. We'll have a word with the head ref. Let him know that he's getting ready to go over 1,000 yards in this quarter right here. Stewart tees it up for North Little Rock. Ball is airborne, and we are underway. It's going to be a short kick. Picked up left side. to be good field position
Yes.
for the Grizzlies at the 35-yard line. Just want to try to keep it away from Sunquist Church. I don't blame them.
I don't either now. That's probably a pretty good coaching move right there. Do not kick it to Church.
1st and 10 for the Grizzlies. Church will be your running back. Tay King is in the ball game, split wide to the right. Ball on the left hash. Mari Smith into the boundary. King in motion. Handoff Church. Church spins to the 40-yard line. And it's going to change the game a little bit when you have that much speed on the edges. You have to respect that. And that cover 0 will get tested quickly. Now Mari Smith split wide to the right side.
Well, they still don't have anybody in the middle of the field, so.
King split to the left. He wants to throw, looks. He's got a man. It is caught. That's Tay King. Tay at the 10, Tay at the 5, Tay, touchdown Northside. That's how fast it can happen when you've got your playmakers in the game. So with less than a minute gone in the 3rd quarter, a strike from Walker Katsavis when they play cover 0 with a guy that has speed. You saw him do it against Little Rock Catholic from the 2-yard line to go 98. And that's how you do it right there. We're an extra point away from tying this up.
North Little Rock had 8 guys in the box.
Now that will change, Jeff.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Now
It'll
that
change,
now that happened, start looking for Church and Massey to really start breaking it open. Kick is up, it's good. The game is tied. We'll take a break and come back with Trinidad's kickoff after this.
Hold up, are you dreaming on a talk show with Lil Nas X? Boom. Enough about me. Let's talk about Lex. Are you seeing this? There's no reason to wake up. You're slaying the stage together. But wait, crispy bacon and fluffy eggs might just be better. There's only one delicious reason to wave the perfect dream farewell. The sooner you wake, the sooner you'll get toasted breakfast burritos. Only at Taco Bell. Bong.
Welcome back to North Little Rock, and I need to make an explanation really, really quick. The Cox connection, if you're trying to watch this football game on Cox, YourView channel 22, Cox's connection is not available. You'll have to go to YouTube, to Grizzly TV or the Grizzly app to pick up this game. Trinidad's kickoff to the 1. That's Smith. Smith, nice move over the 30 to the 33-yard line.
That's a good return. That kid's got some wheels.
Yeah, he does. Nice kick by Trinidad all the way back to the 1. Harris was able to find a seam right in the center of the field.
Now, Northside's defense just needs to keep doing what they've been doing, tackling well like they've been doing all night.
Don't give up any big plays.
No, sir.
1st and 10 for Gober to 33-yard line. Gober with one man in the backfield. That's Moore, fakes to Moore, wants to throw, feeds the heat, throws it, almost intercepted. Nice job by the Grizzly. That was Keandre Esau with the pressure. He's a junior quarterback, doesn't have a real good throwing arm unless you give him a lot of time. On the run, he's not going to complete very many passes. 2nd and 10. Gober, hands off, goes to the short side of the field. That was Harris. He's hit hard by R.J. Lester. R.J.'s an imposing figure. Plays basketball, too. He's about 6'3", 6'4", and saw him last night at the volleyball game. Just a good young man, good football player, good basketball player. Likes to hit.
Big down here for the Grizzly defense. Get off the field here.
3rd and 4 from the 39. Gober fakes, wants to throw, He's going to throw it long. Ball is in the air. 2 Grizzlies there. The ball is caught. That'll be a touchdown, but it's good coverage by the Grizzlies, but just he was in the right place at the right time, caught it. You cannot blame Northside's defensive backs there.
No, you can't blame Northside. Good pass rush.
Yeah.
Man, he just threw it up there, and the guy went up and got it. He got that between 2 Northside defenders.
It looked like it was going to be picked off. Everybody had position, but the guy in the blue came out with it. .45 left in this third quarter, and there's been 2 scores already. 2 long passes for touchdowns. We'll take a break and come back with a kickoff after this.
You're in business to do business, not paperwork. That's where the skills of Potts & Company certified public accountants can help you succeed. Trust the experienced professionals of Potts & Company for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and other business services. Using QuickBooks for your operations? They're QuickBooks experts. The Potts & Company team can help you establish, organize, and optimize your QuickBooks for utmost effectiveness. Visit pottscpa.com to learn more.
Both touchdown receptions by North Little Rock were covered well.
Yes.
Ball was there for the blue, and it was not for the white. So Stewart will tee it up for North Little Rock. Church deep. Church moved up to the 10-yard line. 10:45 left in the third quarter. I think you told me at the break there's been 5 offensive plays run between these 2 teams.
And 2 touchdowns.
2 scores.
Wow.
Stewart's kick is, again, a short kick that will be taken at the 25-yard line. That was Jet Frazier. Whether they mark it at the 32-yard line. Now I see how the defense changes their strategy after that long pass to Tay King.
I hope they back their linebackers up a little bit, which I think they'll do. They had all 3 of their linebackers up within 4 yards of the ball. They don't have, well, now they've got, looks like they've moved a safety to the middle of the field. Well, now they're moving them back up.
Ball on the left hash. King split right, Smith split left. Now King goes in motion. Handoff, Massey. I'm sorry, that was Church. Correction on that.
You know, he made a cut there almost before he took the handoff.
And his eyes are downfield.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as the ball is snapped. Pick up a 3, 2nd down, 7. Movement. Walker clapped. North Little Rock says it's going against the Grizzlies. And it is. We'll move back 5. I think he's talking to Walker. I don't know where the movement was, but they're going to mark it off against Northside. Zion Morris comes into the ball game.
I think that was Coach Fleur over there giving that guy on the ref on his side an earful on that. Don't know what he was talking to him about.
Coach Fleur does not hesitate to let his opinion be known.
No.
And I think a lot of times that works in his favor. 2nd and 12. Twins right. Look at Savage, drops back, throws deep, looking for Smith. Smith in and out of his hands. It was there to be caught. Post route, he had position. Good throw by Walker.
Yep.
Probably a catch that should have been made. 3rd down and 12. Mari again with 4.3 speed. He's the fastest guy on the field. Once he cut to the center of the field, he was open. Wasn't able to hang on to the football. 3rd down and 12. Smith. Right side, Walker's just going to have to throw it out of bounds. He was pressured. Bring up a 4th down for the Grizzlies, down 21-14. Couldn't answer the touchdown by North Little Rock. They'll have to punt it away.
Yeah, that was good pressure by North Little Rock. Then they blitzed. They sent 8 people on that, and that time it worked.
Ja'Cory Stewart drops deep for North Little Rock. Noah Altman will catch the snap at his own 16-yard line. Gets this one away. Another nice turnover spiral. Will go over the head of Smith. Takes a neutral bounce to the 20-yard line down to, well, it'll be at the 20. Nice job by Noah Altman. Last 2 punts, turnover spirals. That one went over Ja'Cory Smith's head. That is the goal when you got a guy like Ja'Cory Stewart back deep. Don't kick it to him, or if you're going to kick it at him, kick it over him.
Yeah, and we got to give ups to McCade Moody on that. He's had good snaps all night tonight. That was a perfect snap, hit the punter right between the numbers, and that's where he wants it.
Yeah, you got to do that when you got 10 men rushing. 1st and 10. We give right side, a lot of room there for Johnny Lewis. Johnny Lewis stiff-armed a Grizzly, was able to stay in bounds. They were trying to run him out of bounds. Kept his footing. Gets to midfield, 1st and 10. Lewis is listed as a wide receiver, but they use him a lot in reverses, as they do Ja'Cory Stewart. Torrance is normally your man. He'll fake, throws the wide receiver screen out to the left side. That's Larry Wilburn. Wilburn will pick up another 1st down to the 37-yard line of Northside. Gober out of the pistol. Gives to Torrance. Nobody there. I mean, you know, he got to the 2nd level because there was nobody there at the line. A good push on the right side by the offensive line of North Little Rock. Pick up of 6, 2nd down and 4. Moore, the running back. Moore gets the call, left side over the 30, hit and taken out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That was R.J. Lester along with Seth Fields. Another 1st down for North Little Rock.
They're getting to the edge. The outside linebackers and the defensive ends are getting mixed up on their responsibilities right now. They got them confused a little bit.
Gober with 1 man in the backfield, sends Stewart in motion, hands it to him, goes left side, a lot of traffic there.
That was a better job by the Grizzly defense.
Yeah. Pickup of 4, 2nd down and 6. Line of scrimmage is the 21, 8 minutes left in the 3rd. Handoff right side. That was Javante Harris. They're having North Little Rock's having success on both edges and off the right side. 3rd down and 1. Gober has trips to the right side. 1 into the boundary. That's Corey Henderson. Moore in the backfield. Gober's going to keep it himself. A lot of room there. Gets to the 5-yard line. Whom's the boy there is to bring him down. Well, you hate to think about it. I just hope it's not that Conway hangover.
Yeah.
that's hurting us right now. First and goal from the 5. Gober keeps it. Pushes for a couple of yards.
I'm seeing these high school teams doing a lot of that, getting behind the quarterback and pushing him forward.
Yeah. Yeah, usually it's with a quarterback that's 6'4", 6'5". Gober's not that big. He's only like 5'10". Line of scrimmage is 3. 2 backs in the backfield with Gober. Hands off, Torrance Moore. He'll just walk into the end zone. Big hole right up to right side again. So less than 6 minutes gone in this third quarter. That'll be the third score. Stewart on for the extra point. Kick is good, 28-14. Grizzlies down 2 scores now. We'll take a break and come back with a kickoff after this. As I mentioned earlier, if you're trying to watch the game on Cox Channel 22, I think they're showing the Conway game, last week's game. You'll have to go to Grizzly TV on YouTube or the Grizzly app to see the North Little Rock game. If you know anybody that's trying to see it on Cox Channel 22, let them know. Go to Grizzly TV on YouTube. Now Stewart's kick again, short to the right side. Still on his feet, that's Jet Frazier. I thought Jet went out of bounds, but he didn't. Up to the 40, let's see where they spot that.
That's going to be almost
loose.
Yeah, 48.
Yeah,
is that right?
48-yard line, that is right. They lost sight of Jet. I think they thought he was going out of bounds, and Jet, who's a very talented athlete, can play quarterback, play receiver, play D-back, linebacker. He's a really, really good baseball player who is probably going to end up playing at Arkansas Tech. Was able to get that ball to the 48-yard line. Grizzlies will go quick. Katsavis feels the heat. Now he'll pull up. Still on his feet. May get back to the line of scrimmage. Might have a pickup of 1. The Grizzlies got to the line of scrimmage quick. They got to make something happen.
Yeah, they can't have a 3 and out on this series.
Yeah.
They have got to make some first downs, and they've got to score too. They cannot.
No, you can't get behind another one.
No.
So Hardwick and Smith split to the right side. You saw Zion and Hardwick go quick to the right side the previous play. This will be Hardwick and Smith. Katsavis pitches left side. Massey over midfield. Goes out of bounds at the 46 or 47-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 5. The line of scrimmage is the 47-yard line of North Little Rock. 5:32 left in the third quarter. Been an exciting game for the first 6 minutes of the third quarter. Big down here for the Grizzlies. Trips right side. That's King, Smith, and Hardwick. Ball on the left hash. Walker rolls right. Boy, he was looking for Hardwick. Hardwick was open there for a minute, but Walker was just running for his life. Couldn't get rid of it. See what the Grizzlies do here. Will they punt it away? Yes, and Altman will check into the game. A lot of time left. I mean, you got a quarter and a half left. You're going to have to really count on your defense here to get a 3 and out, maybe get a turnover. Again, nobody deep for North Little Rock. They know that Northside is very capable of faking this. You got Jet Frazier halfway back. McCade Moody, the snapper. The kick is on its way. Another nice kick. Trying to be located there by Jack Green, and it'll be down at the 10-yard line. North Little Rock didn't put anybody back.
I don't think they've put anybody back all night, have they?
Yeah, they did. I mean, they had Ja'Cory Smith. We actually outkicked our coverage. He was able to return one, probably for a little over 20 yards in the first half, and then the other time he kicked it over Ja'Cory's head with that big tabletop spiral that he got. But that time they didn't put anybody back. Line of scrimmage, the 10-yard line, 5:16 left in the third. Grizzlies have got to get a 3 and out here.
That
like
or a turnover.
Said, or force a turnover.
Yes.
This time it'll be Javante Harris in the backfield along with Gober. Gober hands off to Harris. Not much there for Harris as he is met by Davion Hinkle. Pickup of 2, 2nd down and 8. Moore back in the game. Gober out of the pistol. Gober fakes the handoff, looks, throws. Could be intercepted. It is! That's intercepted. That's Xavion Zephyr. Zephyr still on his feet, still on his feet. Goes out of bounds, or no, he's in bounds, but he'll be tackled at the 16-yard line. Just a bad decision by Gober to throw that. We have a North Little Rock player that is down. Now you watch, great coverage by the Grizzlies. He was throwing in to coverage. I know that as soon as Gober let that go, he wished he had it back. But you got X back there playing the joker. He's just reading the quarterback's eyes. Good job, Zephyr, with a big interception last week. Almost ran it back for a touchdown.
And that throwing it up, that Hail Mary type thing that he's done and has been successful on it, backfired on him that time. That was a good interception.
Jeff, you're exactly right, because 2 of those were just, they were all in good coverage. His guy just was in the right place, made the catch twice. Again, you're exactly right. Then he threw it up and Zephyr was there. The ball was overthrown, but he was in the right place then.
That's one of their big linemen, looks like. Get a number on that guy.
We're not.
Looks
we
like
don't have
number
a lot
50.
We don't have a lot of roster information for North Little Rock. Not that we didn't try to get it.
Yes.
1st and 10 for the Grizzlies in the walk-on red zone. Sunquist Church is your running back. King goes in motion. Church gets the call, tripped up in the backfield, hit Jamani Benton, kind of ran into the back of him. Jamani's trying to shake it off his left leg. A loss of a couple of yards, 2nd down and 12.
Well, they're making it off.
Needs to go out. They're going to have to send, they may have to call timeout here. As Benton comes off, he's under his own power. Now remember, he had a meniscus tear in the summer, didn't get to play until the Harbor game. Wasn't fully ready until the Bryant game. Mason Medlock checks in for Jamani Benton. 2nd down and 12. Was that a delay of game?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, man. Jamani trying to get off the field as the clock was running down. Now that moves us back to the 23-yard line. 2nd down and 17. Reversed, Mari Smith. Mari with some speed, tries to get to the edge. Can he make a man miss? No, he's thrown down at the 19. Mari held up just a little bit. They respected him, Jeff. They were way off of him. Well, it looked like he had a lot of room to run when he got his hands on the ball, but they recognized it were able to contain him.
Well, I tell you what, they have got so many people up on the line. There's nobody. If Church or Massey or anybody break through the line, they're gone. Yeah, it's a touchdown.
Look for a tight end situation here with Blake Farmer or Julian Martinez. When they don't have anybody back like that, you sneak a tight end in behind them.
Well, you look at them right there. They have got 8 guys, 7, 8 guys on the line of scrimmage.
Smith in motion. Katsavis throws. Left side. It is picked off at the 2-yard line. That was Jalen Pettis, senior cornerback. Ball hung up a little bit. So we trade interceptions there. Still 2:43 left in the third. Boy, just got to convert that into points. Got to convert that into points.
Had 1st and 10 at the 16.
Yeah. And then a delay of game. You just cannot have a delay of game in the red zone.
Well, let's see if the defense can step up here again. They've got North Little Rock in a hole right here. Let's see if they can get a fumble recovery for 6.
Alec Humphrey, who normally plays tight end, is an H-back along with Torrance Moore. Gober will send a man in motion. He'll give it to Johnny Lewis. Lewis hit by R.J. Lester along with Poon Savoy. He'll get it out to the 5 or 6 yard line. It'll be the 6 yard line. Pickup of 4, 2nd down, 6. North Little Rock will want to go tempo here. Try to catch the Grizzlies off guard. Twins to the right side, one into the boundary. He was going to try to make the Grizzlies jump. Didn't happen. Now he'll reset. Gober hands off. That's Moore. Moore tripped up by McCade Moody. 3rd down and 2. Line of scrimmage is the 10. Javante Harris checks in the ball game. Johnny Lewis comes out.
Big play. Grizzly defense needs to get off the field right here.
Minute 36 left in the 3rd quarter. 2 backs in the backfield along with Gober. Hands off. He won't get it. That's Torrance Moore. Nothing there. Great job by the Grizzlies. That will force a punt with a minute 15 left. Kendre Esau on the stop. Great job by the Grizzlies. Had him at the 2 yard line. Needed to get to the 12 for a 1st down. They stalled out at the 10. So that'll bring Stewart in to punt it away. Maffei will be at the 43 yard line of North Little Rock to receive this punt. Punt is on the way. It's a lazy spiral. Maffei just gets away from it, takes a neutral bounce. North Little Rock will down it at the 37 yard line of North Little Rock. And so the Grizzlies will have another chance at it with 32 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Down 2 scores, 28-14. It was 14-7 at half. Grizzlies came out and scored quick with a nice fly route to Tay King. That was his first appearance in the game.
Good field position on their last 2 drives. They got to do something here.
Hand off to Massey. Massey spins over the 35 to the 33. Seconds left, play clock at 25. They may just let this one run out. Now Walker, he's going to go ahead and take the snap. Pulls up, wants to throw. Looking for a man deep. Nothing there. It was good coverage. Tay King was the intended receiver. Jalen Pettis, the senior quarterback, in good coverage. Time runs out in the 3rd quarter. So they'll switch ends. We'll take a break and come back with the fourth quarter of Grizzly football right after this.
For more than 50 years, Air Compressor Equipment Company has provided solutions for the oil, gas, and industrial markets, becoming an industry leader in custom fabrication. An unwavering focus on assembly, sales, and service means that whatever size project you have, ACEC can deliver what works. Air Compressor Equipment Company supplies to businesses working in the most demanding environments around the world, but is still a dedicated member of the Arklahoma community. Learn more at acec-ark.com. Air Compressor Equipment Company. Field tested, quality driven.
12 minutes left. We're down 2 scores. Grizzlies have the ball at the 33-yard line. 3rd down and 6. I'd like to get the fourth quarter started off as quick as we did the third quarter.
Absolutely. I'd like to see Ty or Sundquist break that line of scrimmage and get to that second level. And I'm telling them they're gone because they're still not putting anybody in the middle of the field. They've got 8 men up on the line of scrimmage.
You have to take your hat off to the defense of North Little Rock. They have done a good job against these Grizzlies in the first 3 quarters, but we got to change that momentum right here
on this play.
Katsavis rolls left, throws, ball's going to go out of bounds. It's intended for Mari Smith. Good coverage.
Yep.
Nothing there. There's a flag on the ground.
I didn't see where it was thrown. It's holding on the north side, though. All right.
I think it was a late hit on Walker Katsavis.
Yeah, they said roughing the passer. Yeah. So, yeah.
Now that 3rd and 6 will now turn into a 1st down. Boy, Jeff, I'm with you. You get Sundquist or Ty.
Yeah.
You know, just past the line of scrimmage, they're going to run to where it says charging Wildcats in the end zone.
And it's going to be untouched.
Yeah.
Well, you know, but it's been working for them all night, so I don't see them changing anything, really.
It'll be Hardwick and Smith split right, Maffei and King into the boundary. Massey is the running back. Katsavis out of the pistol. Keeps it himself. Katsavis at the 10. Cuts upfield to the 7-yard line. He'll have enough for a 1st down to be 1st and goal in the walk-ons red zone.
Did you see that read by him?
Yeah.
That fake?
Yeah.
He got out there on that pitch?
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
You remember the time?
Oh, yeah.
1st and goal from the 7. King in the slot, left side, Maffei split wide. Smith and Hardwick into the boundary. Church in the ball game. Katsavis, he's going to keep it himself. Katsavis hit hard at the 5, slung down. There's another flag as and Davion Faison gets up celebrating his lick on Walker Katsavis. That'll be another penalty.
You were right when you said slammed him to the ground, man.
He did. That was unnecessary roughness, and Faison was celebrating himself.
But did you see what Katsavis did? Jumped right back up, man.
Yeah, and again, he's had a rough 2 or 3 days.
Now, did they call a personal foul on that, or was that unnecessary roughness?
I think it was unnecessary roughness. Line of scrimmage will be the 3, so 1st and goal from the 3. 28-14 is the score. Just into the 4th quarter. You'll have the jumbo package with Massey, Seth Fields, and Sundquist Church from the 3-yard line. Katsavis, he'll move Seth Fields. He's going to keep it himself, rolls right, passing the end zone. Touchdown, Julian Martinez. That's when you get that tight end involved.
There you go.
Right there. Katsavis, what a great job selling it. the bootleg, they picked that up, but he wanted them to pick it up.
Yes.
Had Julian Martinez crossing in the back of the end zone, hits him on a nice pass for a touchdown. We're an extra point away from making this 28-21. Saul Rodriguez will come in and attempt this kick out of the hold of Jet Frazier. High snap, the kick is up. Kick's good. Let me say something. A great job by Jet Frazier. Good hands to be able to go up, get that ball, get it on the tee, and let Rodriguez kick it through the middle. Hey, it's 21-28. We'll come back with North Little Rock's attempt to get that ball moving. Hopefully the Grizzlies can stop them again. I tell you what, let's just stay with it.
Okay, let's do it.
Grizzlies done a great job defensively to stop that team, especially when they really, really needed to. And this is going to be another time right here. You got so much time left on the clock. 11:09. Just need another turnover. Like to see, like to see X or Poom or RJ. I told RJ last night at the volleyball game, I said, brother, you got to get me a pick six.
Scoop and score. Or a scoop and score. Let's get either one of those.
Now, you can do that on the kickoff.
Yeah. Yes.
Michael Trinidad will tee it up for the Grizzlies. It is airborne. So we'll go to the 5-yard line. At the 20. Ooh. Hit hard, taken down about the 23-yard line. That was Jet Frazier. Jet Frazier and Garcia. Garcia, he just wants to make sure he's okay.
Yeah. He, well, I tell you what, you got some dadgum guys that fly down there on that kickoff team that don't mind hitting somebody. Man, those guys are impressive.
1st and 10 from the 23 for Gober and company. Whatever happens in this game, it's been a hard-fought game.
It has been a good game.
Coming off of just a heartbreaking loss last week, had to regroup this week to get ready to travel and play a team like this. Now Gober under center. Quick wide receiver screen, left side. Knocked out of bounds. Jet Frazier there, along with Solomon, X, Seth Fields. Second down and 4. Handoff left side. Not much there.
Nope. I don't think he's going to.
Seth Fields on the tackle.
Has no gain.
Javante Harris was the running back. They'll get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they gave him 2 yards on that.
Yeah,
wow.
With a 3rd down and 2. Looks to me like they're just going to try to do ball control. They don't really want to get it airborne and take any chances. An official timeout.
McCade Moody down on the field.
Oh, boy. That, hate to see that. Coach Solly and Coach Curry will come out and check on McCade.
Not only do you lose a good defensive end, you lose a deep snapper.
He's going to get up. Hopefully it's just a stinger. You can walk it off. Ryland Johnson checks in.
I think you're right. He just got a stinger. He'll be back in after this play.
He is tough.
He is tough.
I remember the first time I saw him was at the gym over at the athletic club. And he was getting ready to go to Northside. He was a 9th grader, and he was a quarterback in the 9th grade. And I said, so what are you going to do at Northside? He's going to play linebacker. 3rd and 2. Handoff left side. He gets the 2 and a lot more. Frazier on the tackle. And that was Javante Harris to the 45-yard line. You go back to the 3rd and 26 at the end of the 2nd quarter.
Yep.
That's just as painful as the 3rd, or more painful than the 3rd and 2. Little Rock hurry to the line of scrimmage. Gober hands off to left side over midfield.
Breaking a lot of tackles. That's not a good sign.
Goes Javante Harris. Ryland Johnson will stay in the ball game, but Moody's coming in. So you got Johnson, Seth Fields, and McCade Moody, along with Devon Clark, Julius Thomas, Josh Nolan.
Good stop.
A DB that's making a lot of tackles.
Yeah.
2 yards from the line of scrimmage. Aaron Clark checks in the ball game. Defensive end for the Grizzlies. Josh Nolan at nose guard. 3rd and 1. Trying to get an easy first down there. Grizzlies didn't go for it. Play clock is at 4. It's going to run out, and it does. Did they get the play off? I don't think
so. Well, I don't see a flag.
Well, yeah, if he got it off, it was barely, but it is a first down. Now, you talk about running it down to the 10th of a second.
You know, the clock's on their side, so to speak.
1st and 10 for North Little Rock. 43-yard line of Northside. Julius Thomas comes back in.
Well, I guess this is their, instead of their hurry up, is their slow down. They're huddling up on every play.
Wasn't a lot there for that play. Got Aaron Carter getting up. Julius Thomas. Jet Frazier's going to be slow to get up. I'm going to take a check on Jet Frazier. He is not getting up. He's going to need some help. The referee will stop play as they'll come out and check on Jet. This game is like every game that's been played so far this year. They're all extremely physical.
Yes.
Miss Sherry on the field, along with Coach Fuller, Coach Curry.
He's laying on his side.
Yeah. He tried to get up.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be his right knee. He's got a good team of folks checking on him. His dad is out there, Chad Frazier, just to make sure his son's okay. Now they'll get him up, help him off the field. Boy, Jet has been a trooper tonight. A lot of hits, as you see Coach Fuller and Coach Frazier helping him off the field.
Well, he's putting more weight on him with every step he's taking, so that's a, well, I tell you what, if it's all possible, that's a tough kid right there. He'll be back.
2nd down and 8. 7:23 left in the ball game. Garber with one back in the backfield, trips to the right side, one end of the boundary, throws it across the middle.
Ooh, that's intercepted.
That is an interception by Jack Green. That's the tip drill right there. What a great job by Jack Green. You go back to his interception against Greenwood to ice it. Boy, you talk about timing.
You go back and look and see who that defensive back was that hit that receiver.
So if we get a walk-ons replay, I don't know if we can get it.
Wow, Jack Green needs to think that I couldn't tell who hit him, but
yeah,
he don't want no more of that guy, I promise you.
They kind of hung him out when he threw it over the middle like that.
You're
he
right.
Took a lick. Ball went up in the air, and Jack very aware. His mom and dad in the stands here tonight. 7:02, 28-21 is the score. Katsavis gives left side. Church Boy, they have keyed on Sunquist Church.
Yep.
And Ty Massey all night. We've had one big run, and that was Ty's run in the first quarter. A loss of a yard, 2nd down and 11.
You know, they've had the mentality all night on defense that they're not going to let Church and Massey beat them.
Yeah, you know, that's pretty good strategy.
Yeah, it is.
Ball on the left hash. Fakes to Church, throws right side. It's complete to the 35-yard line and out of bounds. That's Mari Smith. They have a lot more manageable 3rd down here with a 3rd and 4. 6:05 left in the ball game. Julian Martinez, who had the touchdown on the last drive, he comes in. Buffet checks out. Ball on the right hash. Zion Morris into the boundary. Mari Smith in the slot. Tay King wide to the left side and cover 0. Walker. Looked like he wanted to pitch to Sunquist Church. Did not. He just tried to get the 1st down. We don't know where the spot is. It's not going to be enough. He's going to be a yard short. 4th down and 1. Here comes the punting team with 5 minutes and 17 seconds left. That's just a little out of Coach Falleur's comfort zone there. Nobody deep again. They're not going to take a chance on muffing a punt. Cade Moody is in the ball game. To long snap to Noah Altman, who has hit 3 really good punts tonight. No pressure on him. He gets the punt away and hits a good one. That one should roll. It does. That's a great punt.
Great job.
Goes all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Absolutely.
Man, Noah Altman hit a streaker there. You could tell when it came off his foot. When it hits, that one's going to roll.
That was an end-over-end kick.
Yeah. About a 60-yard punt by Noah Altman. Goes back to the Chewy Parker days when he used to flip the field.
And he did it every time. He was very consistent.
Vera Shepherd is having chili and all the fixings tonight. Hate that I missed that.
I hear you.
They, boy, they live it up. It's a big event when the Grizzlies play. Got to see her last night. She came to watch her daughter, Dynasty, play in the volleyball game. Very impressive watching her granddaughter play. 1st and 10 from the 5-yard line. Off the right side, get over the 10-yard line to the 11. That's Torrance Moore. Picks up 7, 2nd down and 3. 4:15 left in the ball game. Well, got to get a stop here. A good job by the Grizzlies in contain there as Javante Harris carries.
Yeah, it's going to be close to a 1st down. I don't.
Yeah, it is a 1st down. Yeah, you're right. First of the game, they were going empty set quick. Now they're just trying to take their time. Play clock is down to 3. Under center. Gets the snap, hands off the left side.
Good tackle.
Nothing there. Northside has 3 timeouts with 3:20 left. They have another player down.
That was North Little Rock's player?
No, it's going to be a Grizzly player. Man.
You got a number on him yet?
No.
Can't see either. I can see him moving his arms.
We have 3:19 left in the ball game. It's 28-21, second down and 9 for North Little Rock. Let's take a break and come back.
One evening,
Let's go, Walter.
The sun went down.
After you.
Jungle fire was burning. Down the track came
Get him,
a wagon. Said, boys, I'm not turning. I'm headed for a land that's far away.
It's a multi-flex tailgate. It can be a step, it can even become a workspace.
Meet the pad.
What's so great about him? He didn't have a workspace.
The Chevy Silverado with the available multi-flex tailgate. Find new adventures, find new roads. Chevrolet.
Comfortable isn't the first word most people think of when they think about a dentist visit, but Aesthetic Dental Institute is different.
Well, I tell you what.
Well, that was Poom Savoy, but he is walking off. You know what? These kids are giving 100% on every play.
That's
and
tough.
There's a lot of hard licks, but
You
it's
better
good to
believe it.
see them get up and walk off. Now, I'm concerned about Jet Frazier because it was a lot of pain on that left leg. So I'm anxious to find out how he is.
Well, you know, Poon Savoy had to be hurt a little bit if he
Yes.
got, because he's a tough kid.
Second and 9. Gober out of the gun. Hand off to Johnny Lewis. Well, between Lewis, Stewart, and their normal running back, you have Javante Harris along with Moore. These guys, a lot of ground weapons. And you go back to Lewis on the 2 receptions in the first half.
Yeah.
But Moore, I mean, the scouting report's right on them. They're going to run it about 60% of the time, throw it 40. Right now, they're just going to keep it on the ground. Third down and 2, 2:29 left. Another first down.
Now Northside's going to have to start using their timeouts now.
That was Seth Fields on the tackle. Well, you can hope for right here is that helpless feeling like we had watching Conway on that last drive last week. As we get ready to, well, they're going to take a timeout with 2:03 left. Just that helpless feeling as you're watching the team pick up, 5 and 6 yards a carry. I talked about their running back Torrance Moore before the game started. He's averaging 6.8 through the first 7 ball games. That's like Sundquist or Ty Massey.
And you got to give it to North Little Rock. Their game plan on defense was we're not going to let Massey and Church beat us.
Yeah.
And so far tonight, they've done just that.
Started out bright.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think they'd hold both those guys under 100 yards. Not both of them.
No. Cabot comes to town next week, senior week, Grizzlies. North Little Rock still has to play Cabot and Bryant. Conway and Bryant play the last game of the season. That'll be one that be worth watching. 1st and 10. Gober out of the pistol. Javante Harris on the carry. Pick up with 1. 2nd down and 9. Northside will take another timeout. We'll just stay with it. How easy is it to go back, Jeff, and look at some of the plays, some of the things that happened in this game, like the 3rd and 26, they converted, they got a touchdown with 4 seconds left in the second quarter, and then Northside, getting in the red zone and got to delay a game, and we weren't able to punch that one in, got an interception there on the 2, but it's just one of those been one of those nights, but still, minute 58 left. We're one score down.
One score down, that's it. And this has been another good game, I think, by both teams. I think we talked about before the game and all during the game what a good game this was going to be and what a good game this is. And it's been a good, clean ball game between two. Now, these are both really good teams. And I still think Northside's defense has done a great job tonight. North Little Rock just made some unbelievable plays.
2nd and 8. Almost had him in the backfield, but should not be much of a gain there as he has run out of bounds. That was Devon Solomon along with X. The last timeout for Northside with 1:48 left. 3rd down and 8. So here it is. I mean,
this is it.
If they don't get, I mean, if we can hold them for no gain here, you're going to force them to punt. You're going to get another shot at it. But if they pick up, and they have actually it's 3rd down and 10. If they pick up 5 or 6, what do you do? What would they do? You think?
Oh, they're still going to punt.
Got to punt.
Yeah, you got to punt. You can't give them. I mean,
you're
going to
field position.
Yeah, you're going to at least punt it down to probably the 30. You would think. If they gain 5 or 6 yards here, they're going to punt it down to Northside's 30 at least. You'd think, and they're not going. You can't give them a 30-yard field.
This is the biggest play of the game right here.
Yep.
With 1:48 left, line of scrimmage is the 30. 3rd down and 10. As Gober will go under center. Moore in the backfield. He'll send a man in motion. Hands off to Moore. Moore will pick up a few yards. He'll get to the 35-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 5 as the clock runs. 1:35. Esau will hurry off the field. .21 seconds left. It'll get down to about a minute. I would imagine they may take. Well, they're not going to take it. Well, they're going to try to convert this or draw Northside off.
And
don't tell me. Golly,
man,
unbelievable, unbelievable.
Wow.
There you go. There you go. Golly. It's a 1st and 10 with 1:09 left. All you can hope for now is a miracle.
Yeah, he's going to take a knee. Probably going to have to do it twice, maybe 3 times.
Well, you hate for the ball game to end like that.
Yeah, you sure do. The way the defense, I think, has played all night, you hate to see them get that.
Yeah. But now, I tell you what, last week was heartbreaking.
Yes.
This is aggravating.
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
Aggravating. God, these kids play their heart out.
They did. Both sides of the ball for 4 quarters.
They'll have to snap it one more time, and that'll be it. We'll have a real short post game, and then we'll get in the truck and head back to Fort Smith.
Sounds perfect.
That's going to wrap this one up.
Another heartbreaker.
28-21 is the final. Teams will meet at midfield, shake hands. Both teams played hard. Grizzlies played their heart out. All I can say is let's get them in the playoffs.
Yeah, let's get them in the playoffs. And I would like to thank North Little Rock for something tonight. They, thanks to this sweat box they put us in, I've lost 5 pounds tonight. So hats off to North Little Rock for that. I appreciate that.
Well, zeros on the clock, 28-21. We're going to take a break and come back with the walk-ons postgame. You're listening to Grizzly football.
Comfortable isn't the first word most people think of when they think about a dentist visit, but Aesthetic Dental Institute is different. Dr. Hinshaw has been serving the community for over 25 years with expert dentistry. For cleanings and preventative care, IV and oral conscious sedation, cosmetic dentistry, bleaching, Invisalign, restorations, and even Botox, Aesthetic Dental Institute offers modern dentistry in a relaxed and calm environment. Schedule your complimentary consultation at salisawdentist.com.
Unique is our middle name. Okay, maybe not the exact middle, but it's in there. A to Z Variety Store is the most unique shopping you can do in Fort Smith, with furniture, groceries, housewares, even a floral section. With 48,000 square feet of bargains, you're sure to find everything you need, and even a few things you didn't know you wanted. So many great deals, you'll marvel at the savings while you revel in the friendly customer service. Inventory is constantly changing, but consistently affordable. Visit A to Z Variety Store at 2600 Midland Boulevard in Fort Smith, and to stay up to date on new arrivals and special deals, like A to Z on Facebook.
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Randall Ford is excited to announce their state-of-the-art mobile service van, stocked with all the latest tools and technology needed to service your vehicle. Everything from oil changes, warranty repair, battery, software updates, brake jobs, and so much more. All is done with your convenience and safety in mind. We'll come to your office or home to provide professional service the Randall Ford way. Stop by today at Randall Ford, 5500 Rogers Avenue, or check us out online 24/7, randallford.com. Ford, the #1 selling brand in America.
Welcome back to North Little Rock. Another close, hard-fought game in the 7A Central as the Grizzlies lose this one 28-21. Thought we were going to have another shot at it. I just saw Coach Kendrick walk through the hall, and I said, Coach, if we had gotten the ball back, what were you going to run? And he said Arkansas, which is it's a reverse pass. So we would see. I'd love to have witnessed that to see what could have been. But, again, a hard-fought game by both these teams. The Grizzlies coming off a heartbreaker last week. That's so hard to overcome. When you had that game won and you end up losing it there in the last minute, to come down here and have to play a good North Little Rock team, just a hard way to finish this. But we'll be back in Fort Smith next week. We have Cabot coming in. It's going to be senior night. Jeff, let's go ahead and get to the A to Z.
Yeah, let's do
players
that.
Of the game.
The offensive player of the game, I think, is in my eyes, is obvious the way that he conducted himself tonight in running the offense all night and what he's been through all week and what he went through today as far as being under the weather a little bit. He made good decisions. He made, when he saw he didn't have anything, he threw it away. He made good decisions running the ball. He made good fakes on the option play and Walker Katsavis will be the A to Z offensive player of the game.
Well, I agree with you 100% on that, and definitely because of the way he's feeling. He's not 100% tonight. I mean, we didn't really want to talk about that before the game, but just to let you know, he has been sick. And last night they weren't for sure what was going to happen. Made the trip and performed like a champion like he always does. And you talk about his good decisions. Him selling the bootleg, throwing the pass to Julian Martinez for the touchdown, and then also to start the second half with that perfect pass to Tay King down the sideline. So I'm 100% with you on Walker Katsavis.
Well, as far as the A to Z defensive player of the game, this guy not only plays defense, but he has one of the most important jobs. And back in our day, this wasn't considered a skill. It wasn't considered a skill to deep snap on punts or extra points or field goals. Only the kicker was considered. Even a holder wasn't considered a skill. Only the kicker was considered a skill position. But he plays defensive end, and he plays it real well. He plays it real sound. You don't see him give up the edge. I think he gave it up the edge one time tonight when they ran it to his side, and they ran a lot to his side. And him and I think it was Poon Savoy shut everybody down when they tried to run to their side.
Lester had a good night.
Yeah,
too,
you're not going to get to the edge on Moody. He's too disciplined and he's too well coached, and he's going to run and play his position like he's coached to. So the A to Z defensive player of the game is McCade Moody.
I agree. McCade, and not only that, he got hurt.
Yeah.
He had a stinger, left the field, came back.
Next play.
And performed well. And
Yeah.
Again, our prayers are with Jeff Frazier.
Absolutely.
He was able to get off the field with Coach Frazier and Coach Fleur's help, and along with Miss Sherry.
And Savoy, too.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
was banged up.
So a lot of kids that were on the turf tonight, and so I know it's going to be a long ride home when you're bruised up like that and have a 28-21 loss. But again, it was a hard-fought game. Back to Mayo Thompson next week. Senior night, Cabot comes in. I don't know the score of their game tonight, but they're going to be another one. They're going to be a very, very tough ball game. It will be senior night. Hopefully you're able to make it to the game. If you don't, Grizzly TV is your option. If you can't catch it there, get on the Grizzly app, and hopefully we have the Cox connection back next week for Channel 22. We apologize for that tonight. Really don't know what happened, but the box that they supply us was malfunctioning tonight. So hopefully the viewers that normally listen to it on Cox were able to watch it on Grizzly TV. And I want to say thank you to our fans for making the trip. We got a lot of good close-ups of them, thanks to our expert camera people, Big Dave, Alicia O'Neill, Dylan, our producer, who was working feverishly at trying to get on Cox before the game started, and it's just a equipment malfunction. So appreciate him being our quarterback here in the, I would normally say booth, Jeff, but it's in the hall. And
yeah, it's in the hall.
It's in the hall.
In a sweat box.
It is, but thanks to Dylan for the crowd mic.
Absolutely.
Able to get us hooked up there. Doesn't make it sound like we're on NPR talking about analyzing a game, maybe being in a hotel somewhere. It gave it a little more life, and if it wasn't for all the hard work for them, things like that wouldn't take place. Coach Fleur, his staff, the kids, they played tough. I would sure love to have had one more shot down the field to see that reverse pass if that's what was called, but not to be. Cabot next week, Little Rock Southwest the week after. That's going to finish the season, and then we'll sit around and see where we're going to end up as far as seed goes. I'm afraid after tonight we're going to probably have to play an away game, somebody up in the West. But whatever it is, the Grizzlies will be ready.
They'll play hard.
They'll play hard, and hopefully these kids go home, get some treatment tomorrow, and have a good practice next week. As always, we appreciate our viewers, walk-ons, our sponsor, all of our loyal sponsors, our fans that came here. Just a joy to get those close-ups of them as we're going to say goodnight to you under a full moon here in North Little Rock. And as Jeff said, it's not the Capitol, but it's close. And I know Dave got a shot earlier of it's a church steeple. And Jeff, I don't know, do you think that was the Capitol?
I thought that was the Capitol building over there. I really did. I don't know where I'm turned around when I get to Little Rock. Little Rock or North Little Rock, I get turned around. I don't know what's MLK and what's JFK, and I get all that twisted around. And I can't.
Well, you gonna let me drive on the way home?
Absolutely.
Right,
You're driving home.
I'll get us home.
You will.
All right, Jeff.
Thank
Great
you,
job
sir.
tonight.
Back at you.
Until next week. And thank you to you for everything that you do.
Well, thank you to you, too.
Your relentless enthusiasm.
Relentless enthusiasm.
From the dash riprock of color. I'll tell you what, it wouldn't be this much fun if you weren't here.
That cracks me up every time, man, that dash riprock.
Well, let's say goodbye. And until we see you next week, stay safe, be prosperous, and as always, Jeff,
go Bears.
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Comfortable isn't the first word most people think of when they think about a dentist visit, but Aesthetic Dental Institute is different. Dr. Hinshaw has been serving the community for over 25 years with expert dentistry. For cleanings and preventative care, IV and oral conscious sedation, cosmetic dentistry, bleaching, Invisalign, restorations, and even Botox, Aesthetic Dental Institute offers modern dentistry in a relaxed and calm environment. Schedule your complimentary consultation at salisawdentist.com.
No inventory shortage here. Huge selection of new inventory at Wheeler Power Sports from Kawasaki, Suzuki, Polaris, Kimco, and KO, along with a broad selection of quality certified pre-owned. They have a great selection of apparel and accessories to help you get the most out of your motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side. Currently, over 200 vehicles in stock. Wheeler Power Sports, the River Valley's longest-standing power sports dealership, serving Fort Smith and the surrounding area for 54 years.
You're watching Grizzly TV.